Ready for your sponge bath? Ready for your sponge bath?
Happy Saturday! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of a Saturday Brood War stream. What is going on? While we're waiting for the stream to start, what is up? We've got Ultra wreaking havoc on the Twitch dimension as he's been doing all week. He is a legend, you know that already. But my goodness, we're about to beat our last hype train record somehow. Bovine Slime subscribed at tier 1, 23 months in a row at tier 1 for Bovine Slime. Thank you for your consistent support. I really appreciate that, Bovine. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Oh, I need to turn me up a little bit, don't I? Turning me up a little bit, and then after that happened, then we had a guy named Ultra mosey on through the saloon here and casually toss down another. Oh, he subscribed at tier 3 for 4 months in a row, so that's a resub as well from Ultra. Very consistent support on that. And then he gifted 10 tier 1 subs. Let's see who got one. Cookie. My goodness. This is absolutely insane. Oh, Big Crazy got one. Big Crazy got a sub out on Twitch. That's rad. Let's go. And then after that settled down, he then gifted 10 tier 1 subs again for a total of 553 in the channel, which is ridiculous and the all-time high number on the channel by a metric ton, several metric tons. Let's see. The sub goal is currently at 364 out of 370, which is ridiculous. Let's see. Diggity gets one. Like we're. Oh, Muad'Dib 100 got one. Ah, the Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib is here too. Marsara guy's here too. Wander's here. Savior Sword. Gallons. Max Power. Bovine re-upped his membership on YouTube for 33 months as well. So yeah, man, Bovine is a channel member. Bovine is a Twitch sub as well. He is a dual threat. Absolutely ridiculous stuff here from Bovine. And then Ultra is just drowning everybody here in support and love. So thank you so much. Let's take a second, update that Twitch goal. Now, I mean, at this point, I think next week we have to make the Twitch goal a little bit bigger, because we're on the final day of the Twitch goal, and we are currently at 136% of the original goal for the week, which set at effectively $400. It's not exactly $400. I mean, I'm counting the full $5, $6 on your donation. Twitch takes about 30% of that. So if you're looking at that and you're like, wow, 400 bucks, it's probably closer to like $300 maybe. But, you know, that helps pay the mortgage. That helps pay the heating bill and for the groceries and stuff. All the same. The numbers are not exact, but the support is incredible. That is correct, Savior Sword. I'm also going to do a little bit of Deus Ex after this. I streamed for Soup StarCraft Global for StarCraft 2 casting this morning for a European event. Went to the gym, had some lunch, And now this stream is happening. So sorry I'm a little bit late to this, but I think most of you guys just kind of get the notification that Falcon is live and then you show up is generally how that works. I don't know how many people are actually waiting for it to start. I guess Gallons was. Gallons was waiting for it to start. He was out here. So thanks, Gallons. That's cool. Let's see. So we are live on Discord. Great. So that's happening. All right. So let's do some math. So we're at 547. So let's go through the list here. Bovine subbed at tier 1. So that's plus, we'll say plus 5. Because again, we're estimating. And then Ultra subbed at tier 3. Ah! I'm doing math here. Oh my gosh, we hit the sub goal. And we just get a new hype train level today? Level 6 complete on the hype train out on the purple dimension. Holy Hannah. What does it say? It says level 6 complete. All-time record shattered by people like Bovine and people like Ultra. Holy smokes. So we're at level 7 now out on Twitch. Now I'm all discombobulated now. Is that a word you've heard in a long time? Maybe from me, I guess. I use that word. But I use words that are old because I read old books when I was a kid. Max Power's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday tomorrow, Max Power, turning 31. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so Bovine tier 1. Ultra tier 3, which is... That's another 25. That's insane. Plus 25. Okay, and then plus 10 tier 1 subs, which is plus another... 50 plus another 10. Okay, so that's another 50. And then another 10. What's this last one? That's another one. So we're at 374 out of 370 on the sub goals out on Twitch. Okay, so we're at 754 on the support for the week. What's up, Eskia? How's it going, Eskia? Yeah, I mean, we beat the hype train record. We sure did, Ultra. You crushed it in about 5 minutes on the stream today. So, you know, the Twitch hasn't been the most successful thing for me of all time over the years, but since we've been consistent about it and picked up people like Ultra, definitely going fairly well. Seriously, Eskia. By the way, how's it going, Eskia? You been streaming today? There you go. Give a shout out to Eskia. Okay, so that's good. We're at 136% of the goal. We might have to up the Twitch goal for next week, considering we crushed it so hard yesterday, but we'll have to see. Still applying for jobs. Got a nice rejection the other day. These guys only took like 3 or 4 days to get back to me, so it was a fast rejection, which I kind of appreciate beyond the it took you 6 months somehow to process my resume and then come up with an automated rejection email form. Like, why did that take you 6 months? Like, what are we doing here, man? Anyway. Oh, Eskia got a job rejection too.
I love the smell of napalm.
And Ultra gifting Eskia a tier 1 sub. Let's see. Ultra's goal at this point is to give everybody who's watching the stream on Twitch a gift sub so they don't have to deal with ads. It's impressive is what it is. So we go 759. Wait, I never actually updated the goal. I was too distracted. So what are we actually at numbers wise? 189% of our goal. Wow. Okay, fair enough. What else is going on? Rocket Raccoon is here. He's a patron of mine out at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. And he subs at tier 1 for 6 months in a row as well. He's a patron at $10 a month, tier 3. He is also a channel sub on Twitch. Let's update that goal again. $764. Bam. All right, that purple dimension is crushing it. They rejected you on a Friday, mailed them back, got an autoresponder saying the dude doesn't work on a Friday. What's going on? They're just auto rejections.
Ready for your
Right,
sponge bath?
They're just auto rejections. They send them out in batches, I assume. They rejected you probably 2 or 3 days before, put you in the system to like send out a bunch of rejections at the same time, and that's what happened, I bet. Oh, level 7 on the hype train is complete. Ultra is on a mission today. He will not be stopped. He cannot be stopped. He is the Terminator. I'm going to play the game of, can I recognize any of these names of people that got gifted subs? Horchata. I don't know that person, but that's a fun name. Oh, Thanatos, not Thanos. I think Thanatos is, I think I recognize Thanatos on the channel. How's it going, Psychonauts? Happy Saturday day to you too. I've just been busy doing math for about the first 15 minutes of the stream, so please excuse my maths. That's another 10. That's another 10. I'm really blown away here. Yes, he is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is the legend. He is the one that keeps the roof over Falcon's head for the most part. Let's go another one. There it is. So we've doubled the Twitch goal.
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe.
Yeah, so we're at 203% of the goal I set for you guys on Twitch. For this week, we have doubled it because Ultra has been the GOAT, the greatest of all time. What's up? Save your sword out on Twitch too. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we're at Hype Train level 8 right now, which is incredible. That is an all-time record. We've never been at level 8 on the Hype Train before. How insane is that? Pretty darn insane, I would say. So who are we gonna cast today, folks? Who's on the list of dudes that we're gonna cast today from the replay folder named 2024? Are we getting through this folder? Let's see how much progress we're making. We are in, oh yeah, there are 45 replays left in this folder. That's it. 45 replays are left in this folder. We are in, yeah, we're basically like a month away from completing that thing, and then we're into 2025 where we have a lot more replays too. And then additionally, yeah, and then additionally what we're looking at here is how many replays in the 2025 folder? A lot. Like 500 in there. And then we have a whole bunch in the old stuff too. So do we want to go old? We've got, and then we have this thing. Okay. All right. We got a lot. We should start doing some best of series during these streams too. Psychonauts is in the acceptance station, acceptance portion.
I love the smell of napalm.
The acceptance stage of dealing with the 7 stages of grief. I think he was there pretty early. I think Psychonauts has been there with the Celtics ever since Tatum went down. Dude, Bill Simmons was saying there's a chance that Tatum could be back in like 6 months or 9 months. Could be a 9-month recovery. He was talking some crazy stuff like if you do the Achilles tendon surgery in the morning, it like shaves 2 months off your recovery time as opposed to doing it in the evening. And like the sooner you get to the surgery, the better your recovery time is too. Like I get that. So apparently he had the surgery like the morning after he ruptured his Achilles. So yeah, some speed bridge stuff going on. Medical science is crazy, man. Medical science is making some crazy leap-throughs and breakthroughs over the last, you know, ever since we
Ready
figured
for
out
your
germ...
sponge bath?
Ever since we figured out germ theory. Scotty V, what's up, dude? Oh, congratulations passing your first phase of Tesla training. Top 3 in your class, and you advanced technician training. That sounds like you're going to get a bunch of pay. That sounds like a good salary if you're an advanced technician. Let's go, Scotty. That's great news, dude. I know you were looking for a job for a while, and I'm glad you got one. We've just got this rash of good news on the channel, right? Drew finally got the SCADA job he's been working at trying to get for so many months now. Scotty got a job. We had Mark Reeves come through and tell us that he got a job too a couple days ago. So hopefully the economy's looking up. Hopefully I'll be able to find a job maybe. Although if Ultra keeps doing this, I don't know. Maybe I'll stop looking for a job entirely. Who knows? Level 9 hype train. Crikeys. We were at 6. Like 7 was our record. We're at 8 and now we're at 9. Psychonaut says, bury my grief in the subs. How's it going, Shouty Luck? Gallons is here. Okay. More math. Sorry, guys. We're doing more math. Hush!
Congrats, Drew, in your new job. All the best. Purple Dimension, you had it your way when I was away. Good for you as long as you support Falcon. How you doing, Falcon?
Oh, Hashim is here on a Saturday. How you doing, Hashim? Good to see you. Good to see you're alive. I kind of miss you during the week. Not that I necessarily miss your donations, but I miss you. Like, you're a great ray of sunshine on the stream. I'm doing pretty good. A lot of casting today. Did 4 hours of StarCraft 2 streaming this morning for professionally. Got paid for that. And now I'm doing Brood War streaming, and then I'm going to do some Deus Ex later tonight. So it's a big Saturday for me. And feeling good. Got to the gym in between all those streams, too. Got my sweat on. It was nice. Everyone look under your chair. We all got a job, says Fred. Yeah, that was a Red Dimension 84 Saudi Real super chat from Hashim. He is doing his best to keep the red side, the Red Dimension alive. I mean, Purple won this week, without a doubt. I guess it's not over yet, though. Okay. Maths. Let's see. Got to get Savior Sword in here. We got to get another 10 gifted subs in here. So that is 869. Yeah, 869. What would I ever do without a calculator app? Seriously, I messed this up enough as it is, even with a calculator. So that's embarrassing. 217% on the week's goal this week. Let's see. Who ended up getting those subs? Anybody I know? Genesis. Ledger Domain got one. Ledger Domain's a cool guy. Awesome. I'm glad he got one. And then there's an account called We Love Falcon. I don't know if I recognize that one. Level 9. Setting a new record, it says. Alright. Good. Alright, so back to the replay discussions. Shiny Snow Light Action. That'll be good. Shiny Snow Light and Action. Let's update the title here. Shiny Snow Light Action. And we'll update the stream title too, so that people know what they're getting into if they want to come watch the stream with us and watch us make another record. Well, continue the same record we're working on right now. Okay, stream info updated properly. Got my Andor shirt on. Posted yet another Andor video on Friday. Yesterday, it has gotten 300 views. So it's like, I don't know, the reaction, it's really interesting. Like, the reaction to my Andor thing was crazy good. Look at this. It was initially really great. We got 9,000 views and growing on the first one that I posted called Andor is Transcendent. The next one got 700, and this one's got 300 after 24 hours. So it's like a lot of people are like, hey, Falcon's doing a new thing, cool. And then they're like, eh. He's continuing to do the new thing, but that's not, we don't care about the other new things he's doing. So I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do a video on something else.
You do look good. You seem to lost some weight. How you doing, Psycho Nuts? I cannot watch the entire stream, it is so late here and I have work tomorrow, but I will join tomorrow live games.
Thank you, Hashim. I don't know if I've lost any weight, but I'm continuing to work, continuing to go to the gym, continuing to try to the intermittent fasting thing. You know, just eating between 11 and 3 is what I'm doing. But thank you, Hashim, for the other, yet another super chat. Hype chest. Yeah, there it is. There it is. In their bag, it says. Also, what's up? Who is this? 4Emoden 1. Huh. How's it going? Looks like you caught a sub. Looks like you caught a sub from Ultra, which is exciting. Robbie says, where is Fat Falcon? Where did he go? He's left behind with COVID, I think. In the COVID times, I was like, nah, not working out, not gonna watch what I eat, gonna let my beard grow all the way down to my belly button. But I said, that's not sustainable. You can't do that forever. You're gonna die. So I decided not to die and got back at on the treadmill, and everything is better now. How's it going, Jericho? How's it going, Detroit? Detroit's here as well. All right. Okay, I'm gonna pause for just a second here. We got Game 7 versus Detroit and OKC tomorrow, right? Why didn't they do this today, Detroit? Denver. Because I just said Detroit. Game 7 is, for some reason, tomorrow instead of on a Saturday. I mean, I don't know, right?
How can I be part of the tournament? When is it?
We have questions about the Falcon tournament. Okay, it's going to be a week from today is when it's going to start. So, let's take a look at this. These are my tournament. Come on, load my tournaments. All right. Challenge. I feel like the website used to be a little more responsive. It kind of sucks now. There we go. Yep. So May 24. Well, this is my local time, but this is the ladder map tournament here. Single elimination. We've only got 4 people signed up so far. We've got Big Crazy, Gallons, Marsara Guy, and Savior Sword. So here, let me create a little link to those tournaments. Actually, I could do a Nightbot thing too, but this will work as well. And then the week after that, so 2 weeks from today, we're going to have the Fastest Map Tournament, which I think will be a lot of fun. We've got RJB in there, Big Wan, Nightstand, Gallons, Acardiox, and Psychonauts all participating in that guy. So we'll copy that link. Okay, so there's that, and there's that. And there's that. No, because is it running it's running them together. So we'll put a hard, oh my gosh. Can't put a hard return in YouTube messages. So we'll put a hard return over here. Put it in, and it doesn't, okay, we'll put spaces in there. That works. I think that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. In that message. See, just better at it. Pin that message.
Add my name for all, please. It will be so humiliating, Tommy lol.
Hashim, you can sign up. Just click on the link. You can create a challenge account very quickly. It's very easy, and then you can sign up for yourself there. Yeah, Fred. Was that game 3? Was it game 3 that was on Dominator? I remember game 3 between Sulky and Sn0w was a banger. A really incredible PvZ. You're talking about game 2. Okay, yeah, game 2 was also great. But my favorite was definitely game 3, personally. Some incredible back and forth there. Without a doubt. Alright. So, man, HyuN, look at that. Another 39 Saudi Real super chat. He is coming through, taking names, trying to make that YouTube support goal for himself. You're talking about 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You were talking about 3. Game 3 of Sulky versus Sn0w in ASL. One of the greatest PvZs I've ever seen. And I wish I could get replays from ASL, but they guard those things very, very jealously. They don't let those replays out of their sight, so that's not going to happen. Big Wan's been practicing with Nightstand. Yeah, Nightstand is another fastest map guy. He is a cross sub as well. And, dude, that last game, Big Crazy, I cannot believe, like, okay, can we talk about this a little bit? I mean, everyone who's wanted to watch that series has watched it by now. Because I feel like the Tastosis cast came out 3 days ago? Maybe 4 days ago, something like that. Anyway, I want to give Sn0w a bunch of credit for having the guts to straight up cannon rush in Game 7 against Sulky. Like, he just straight up being like, yeah, we'll cannon rush this guy. And then obviously Sulky holds it because, I don't know, cannon rushing Sulky seems like a pretty bad idea. Anyway, great stuff. I mean, you gotta feel sad for Sn0w again, but he got to a Game 7 against Sulky. He proved he belongs. Friggin' RJB said in the Discord server today that they played another best of 7. Yeah, they played another best of 7 in some Pro League thing, and Sn0w beat Sulky 4-0. So when Sulky's at an ASL, he just goes up to another level, man. When he's in an ASL, like, all this pressure's on him, and he just elevates his game to unheard of levels other than Flash, and just crushes all who oppose him. I mean, it's insane. It is insane what he does. And then he competes in Pro League stuff and major tournaments and, like, gets 4-0'd by Sn0w. So it's crazy. All right. We all settled down. HyuN stopped by. Threw some oil chic money at us. Ultra stopped by. Threw some tech industry money at us. I think we're good. I think we're good to start our first replay. We're 31 minutes into the stream, and we're getting into the first replay of the day, because that's how the weekend days often are. Yeah, that's a good point, Big Crazy. By the way, you just picked up a gifted sub from our guy Ultra, so be sure to tell him thanks. All right, into the replays, into 2024. Again, I'll be doing some more Deus Ex. Really interesting stuff. I gotta say, when I first started the game, I wasn't super crazy having a great time, but as it's moved on, I think the story's gotten more interesting, and the characters have been better too. And yeah, I haven't wanted to end. I haven't wanted to end the stream the last couple times I've been streaming it, so we'll be doing that after this. I mean, I've got Larva replays, Big Crazy. I've got them in the folder. You know that. All right, let's go. We'll start us off with a TVT, Barracks and Light. It sure seems... Tipo. Oh, Tipo.
What did you think about Game 4 Sn0w versus Sulky?
I'm trying to specifically remember what Game 4... What map was that on? I don't remember what Game 4 was. Game 3 blew my mind, and I think I was still thinking about Game 3 when Game 4 was happening. Updating the goal. We're updating the goal. Bam. 218%. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the 5 pool into macro build that Soulkey came up with that nobody knew existed. Yeah, that one was awesome. Artosis was like, why is he 5 pooling? What the what? What is going on? And then he 5 pools, goes up there, locks Sn0w into his own base, into his own side of the map, goes back, gets 3 hatches, plays macro. Sn0w's playing from behind the entire time and loses. It's crazy. And Artosis was like, okay, so best should have a way to deal with this when he plays Soulkey, if he plays against Soulkey.
I think I did register. Can you check, please?
Absolutely, Hashim. Let me check real quick. Boink, boink, boink. Ah, look at all those donations going in. Did you register for the fastest map one or for the regular one, Hashim? Here, we'll refresh. And we achieved our, YouTube goal achieved, Twitch goal achieved for today. It looks like Hashim registered for the... Okay, hold on. So this is FME. So he's not in the FME one. He did. He signed up for the one, the ladder map one. So the non-FME tournament. He signed up for that one. You're in, Hashim. I see ya. That's what you signed up for. So top right of the map, it is a red Terran player. It's light. And in the top left, it's Barracks. Now, we like Barracks a lot. Gallons likes Barracks. It's one of his favorite players, if I remember correctly. And he's matched up against light here, which is going to be a tough go. Due to TVT yesterday, and there was a lot of tank lines happening, and then it turned into Drop Town City. And I was like, ah, okay, good. Yes, the modern TVT is all about drops, man. All about drops. Gallon says, I don't hate Barracks, but maybe he's not one of your favorites. Maybe I'm thinking about Big Wan. Maybe it was Big Wan. One of the B-name people was talking about requesting Barracks replays. Did he just go, yeah, Racks expand? Racks factory. All right, so light risking it here, getting scouted too by Barracks. He's gonna see that command center. He's gonna see the lack of gas, and he's gonna be like, vulture pressure could be pretty good against someone who only has Marines. You're probably gonna want a bunker if you're going this build light in this TVT. So it's not a team tournament, Hashim. It's just 1v1 fastest map tournament. I really didn't want to figure out how to make it fair with teams at all. I don't think we have enough people to really make teams work at all. So Marine pops in there from Barracks, gets chased away by 2 Marines. Bunker is, in fact, coming up at the front. Barracks floating out. Barracks now floating out from light as well. Gas coming in. Saturating. Got 3 Marines for the bunker. Doesn't need the 4th. 3 is good enough. Good enough for all. Who's better, Speed or Barracks? Speed's better. Speed was pretty much at the same level as Barracks about 2 years ago, but Speed's really leveled up, obviously. And he has been in ASL a couple times now. So Barracks, not quite at his level, I would say. Actually, am I wrong about that? Let's look at Barracks real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe Barracks had qualified for an ASL, but it doesn't seem... No, he did. You're right.
Typo01 donated $5. You are given $10,000 and you have to bet that money on Soki or best. Who is your money on and how many games? Who is AstroCala1? Let's go, although you will win, lol.
Okay, 1. I would bet on Soulkey with the $10,000. No doubt. No doubt whatsoever. And I put all the money on it in 6 games. I'll say 6 games against best. You got to sign up by Friday, Detroit. And then who is Astro Calgar? Astro Calgar is Turgay, who is Big Crazy. He plays as Big Crazy when he plays with us in StarCraft. So yeah, no. Barracks did get into ASL 19. He was in Group S. Yeah. He was there. I mean, he didn't make it crazy far out of the group stages, but... And he was been qualifying for ASLs for a long time. So never mind. I think Barracks is probably the better player. He's got the better resume overall. Oh, he's dropping. But guess who's got his own vultures to handle this? Ooh, low ground shots as well. Gonna miss a couple of those, but that's okay. Defending pretty ably there. Ooh, getting an SCV. Getting, attacking another SCV up at the top right corner there by the Supply Depot. Picking up and boosting out. There's nothing that can shoot up inside the main base here. He's trying to be real fancy with it. Yeah, Barracks had a good game against Mini on Apocalypse, Gallon says. Right. I don't have a lot of memories of Barracks, but he's there a lot. He is in ASLs quite a bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Big Crazy knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I just pulled up his resume. It's pretty good. It's pretty darn impressive. Now there's a Goliath. So now 2 Goliaths. So the anti-air can handle this dropship. On his wall unload, man. Oh, just kidding. I would have unloaded, but he gets out of there with 6 hit points. He knew he could make it out of there with 6 hit points. Good man. He can repair the dropship. Awesome. So light. Let's see. Surprisingly down on economy. I mean, I guess I would assume he's killing his own bunker. Fair enough. He's like, I don't need that anymore. Who needs a bunker regardless? Yeah, Jaedong's weakness is TVZ. He looks top tier elite in PVZ, but he has some glaring weaknesses in his TVZ matchup. He just dies to regular standard timing pushes over and over again, and it's baffling to Artosis. He's like, why is Jaedong just losing to like 5 Marines that show up at his base? Like, why is he not ready for this thing? Why is he not ready for this thing? Why is he just falling down in these situations? He's got PVZ figured out, but for some reason TVZ is just falling apart. And again, thank you, Tipo, for the $5 on the PayPal through the PayPal donation link at the bottom of the Twitch stream, which gives you the TTS Brian voice. Let's update the goal there too. $219% on the goal. Insane numbers. We're just back. We repaired up the drop ship and we're back with more vultures. Does Speed like his vultures? I tell you, he does. He does love his vultures, without a doubt. Hey, how's it going, the stream? Nice. Yeah. Glad you're here, the stream.
I register for FME, I think. And yeah, Big Crazy will eat me for breakfast, but bring it on. I never back up from a challenge. I am just worried of the time difference.
Got it, Hashim. It should show you the time that it starts. If you try to get a proxied... Gotta get a proxied starport down here. But Light found it and said, no. Dude, Vultures into this third base, killing more of these SCVs. It's 56 to 43 workers now in favor of our guy over here, Barracks. Barracks is looking good. Yeah, there was a proxy starport down here. That's where the dropships were coming from. He was hiding it. It's a great ASL. Big crazy, without a doubt. Yeah, on challenge, it should show you the time the tournament starts, Hashim. And generally, it's a time you can show it for the streams, so I think you probably be okay. I guess we'll find out. 108 to 110 supply. It's more workers for Barracks, but Light has a bigger army right now. He's got no attack upgrades for his mech. No attack upgrades either here for Barracks. They're both working on a +1 attack, but Barracks is a little bit further along in that +1 attack. Bjorn! Dude, thank you for the $50 donation that you made yesterday. Or the day before. I don't remember. Time is a flat circle. Thanks for the huge PayPal donation, man. I don't think you were on the stream that day. You just donated before the stream started, and you were very quiet. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Always an incredible supporter of the channel, Bjorn, man. Channel member, Twitch sub, patron, PayPal donator. Like, Bjorn is all over the place on the channel, and I appreciate him. Hope you're doing well. Okay, just kind of unsieged tank moving across the map. Sieging up once you get hit by your own enemy siege tanks. Blink, and they're gone. 119 to 101 supply. Barracks is up big time. Again, if he hits with this upgrade, that's going to help. For sure. Favorite TVT player? It's probably Speed. I think Speed is a lot of fun to watch in TVT. His vulture stuff is always insane.
Your first game is determined. Big Crazy versus Hush, aka the Oil Prince, aka the King of the Red Dimension, lol.
Definitely King of the Red Dimension, Hashim. Looking good, dude. Gonna fight against Big Crazy here. Thanks again for the super chat. I mean, I know it's late where you are, so thanks for staying up with us and enjoying some StarCraft and going crazy on the donos this week, without a doubt. Starport coming in from Light. I don't know if he wants to go for a Wraith transition or not. Barracks is going for Charon boost. Obviously, Light's had it for a minute. He's been dealing with dropships for a little bit longer. Alright, charging in. Siege tanks. This is not looking good for Light, man. He's got a third base, but it's pretty well getting pushed on. There's one tank defending it right now. He could probably unsiege this group, move in, and take it down. Some tanks are defending, coming from this area, defending the natural base. He's doing it. He's just coming in. Sieging up, breaking through. $130 to 100 supply, not looking good for Light. I don't know what he can do to win this thing. He's making a Wraith somewhere. What? He's got 2 starports he's building Wraiths out of. He is supply blocked at the moment. That's going to hurt. No, he's not. Why is that not building? Oh, it is building. It just was at the very, very start. This is crushing right now. The tanks, they go to converge and defend the third, and then the tanks go into the natural. He's got to go back and forth with 4 siege tanks trying to defend both positions. It's really tough. Barracks could just crush this, man. But I don't know that he doesn't know these tanks moved. I'm not sure if he knows where the tanks are. God, it really is Midnight Expansion. Siege tank firing sounds in Brood War are awesome. Check out Midnight Expansion. Give them a follow if you're out on Twitch. More StarCraft, the better, I always say. Okay, so Wraith Ball is here. Surprise Wraith Ball. And we don't have anything to defend against Wraiths. So here we go. Pew, 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 indeed. One tank down. You don't kill them immediately, but that's another tank down. Where are the Goliaths at? He's been working on it. Here you go. 2 Goliaths show up. They should be able to handle these Wraiths. They don't have Cloak. He's trying to see.
I am as old as Falcon, so if you, big crazy, know Falcon's age, you know mine.
Oh, it's a quiz. It's a word quiz. If you know Falcon's age, you know HyuN's quiz. Yeah, there you go. Light GG's out. The Goliaths are going to deal with his race. The race was the only answer that he had to dealing with these tanks. His tank count was not good enough. There's a 4th base down here the Barracks is rolling with. And yeah, Barracks early game of Vulture Harassment. Excellent, excellent plays. Really keeping that worker count down for Light throughout the entire game. Just being really active there. And then the faster +1 attack upgrade helped a lot. And then just good troop movements here. Good tank movements through here and through here. And the race, that was a Hail Mary from Light. And Barracks pulls off the win. So a bit of an upset there. Looks like half of you guys put your money on Barracks. So congratulations on your win that way. Excellent. Very, very good. Produced similar numbers of units, but Barracks killed a lot more. A lot of those are SCVs. A lot of those are tanks and vultures, too. And the outspend here by Barracks just by a tiny bit. By a tiniest bit. And we'll get the job done in 14 minutes. So nicely done. Let's move on to the next whatever we're doing here. Sn0w versus Rush. Ooh, we're back with more Sn0w versus Rush on Pantheon. Okay. I'm on board. Let's do it. Sn0w, Rush, Pantheon. Let's go. We are 38. HyuN, hooray. We did it. Pantheon, top left, brown Protoss player. It is Sn0w. Top right, it's Rush. We had a great Sn0w versus Rush game on the channel yesterday. I think Rush just kind of kicked Sn0w in the teeth with a little 10-minute +1 mech timing attack. And Sn0w kind of fell over. So hopefully he can be a little bit better here today. We give us a more interesting PvT. Let's go Sn0w. Let's go Rush. You guys know who is who. Did I get another? Bjorn! Bjorn 1 minute ago. Another $50 PayPal donation. The man simply says, happy Saturday. Thank you so much, Bjorn. Dude, all right. We got to put that. Bjorn. We'll put that on the YouTube side because Bjorn is on YouTube today. Let's update the YouTube dono. Yeah. And with that, we are very close to the goal for the YouTube side of things.
Peach was hiding with Luigi. We can't let Mario see us. Let's make something special. Together. They made a beautiful new hat for Mario's birthday.
Aw, a new hat for Mario. That's glorious. Thank you, Hamster. Thanks for the $5 super chat. I was updating the goal while that came in. I don't think it got yours. So let me update that real quick. And that's 398. 398. Bam! Look at that red. Look at the red grow there, too. Incredible stuff from Hamster and HyuN. Whew! What's up, Rune Bishop? He says, I hate Go Oaks. I feel like there's a typo in there somewhere. Ooh, Winrax expanding here is Rush. HyuN! No, Hamster! Perfect 400, $2 super chat, and then Bjorn
Ready for your sponge bath?
gifting 5 channel memberships to viewers out on the YouTube dimension. Bjorn is a crazy Chad. HyuN gets a gifted membership. Diego, Chris. Wow. Awesome stuff there. Gambles are on. Gambles are definitely on. Okay, so that puts us above and beyond the YouTube goal for the day. Incredible stuff. And then
Hamster Ikino, that was for me lol.
And then Hashim, another giant super chat, comes on in. Incredible, incredible Saturday today. How is... Yes, yes indeed. Epic, epic, epic. That's another 25 then. Yeah. So we're at 410 plus 25. 435. Out on the red dimension. Good golly, Miss Molly. Boom. We are crushing the donation goals for the week. We need to update the dono goals and expand them for next week for sure. If this is how things are going. Gotta challenge the folks. How's it going, YH? How do I compete with an oil chic? It's a good question, man. I don't know what Rune is talking about. What is Go Oaks? Go Okays? I don't know. Trying to understand what Rune is talking about is sometimes maybe not the greatest of moves, but I try anyway. Got another comment on my Andor is Transcendent video. And yet, people are not watching my other Andor videos. I don't get it. Algorithm, maybe? Anyway, we've got Reavers here from Sn0w. That makes the Sn0w fanboys extremely happy. I consider myself one of those, so should be very pleasing. Reaver stuff coming in. We're going to want to get Charon boost maybe now? Not working on Charon boost yet. He's okay. He's got a couple minutes before they can really show up. Because this, because it takes a while for the Caterpillar to come out of the Robo. How's it going, YNch? Oh, you're trying to get around the YouTube filter. That's what's going on from Rune Bishop. I gotcha. I hear you, BioCarry. Understandable, and not everybody is caught up and finished with Andor. It's a lot of content. It's 12-episode seasons. Hour-long episodes, too. And how's it going, SOS? Reaver Dragoon pushing in here on Rush. Excellent stuff here. Trying to target down the tanks so that they can't kill the Reaver. And not really going to get it too much. No, not much. Couple SCVs going down, though. Tank cannot cover this entire backline. Great positioning on that Reaver there. Taking some hits. Bam. Reaver saves himself. Saves the shuttle. Ooh, one hit on the tank. One more hit on the tank. It's running, but it dies anyway. Nicely done. Dragoon comes in to assist. Sn0w is putting in some work here. Abandoning the natural base entirely is Rush. Maybe getting a third base back home. Sn0w, he's got the money for it. He's got the probe. He does scan. It's like, are you getting a third base behind this? Or is this a two-base all-in? And the probe says, wouldn't you like to know? I don't actually have a Nexus going in yet. I'm making more Dragoons and more Reavers as I speak. Dude. No. Scarab dud. Scarab dud. Scarab dud. Somehow that SCV lived. That SCV did not live. Boom. This is Reaver... Sn0w Reaver stuff at its best, friends. Finally, the shuttle's getting chased down. Run! Is it the same move speed for a Goliath and a shuttle? It kind of looks like it is. Oh, that Reaver's almost dead. That Reaver is almost dead, but the Goliath died too. This is nuts. Hashim is gloating over the purple dimension. I mean, to be real, yes. Both sides hit their goals. YouTube is at 108% of their goal, and Twitch is at 219% of their goal. And both sides have the same goal, so... Whee! Incredible stuff. Hashim, sleep well, man. We'll see you tomorrow on the Sunday stream. Happy to see you as always. We'll have a new goal for the red dimension and the purple dimension going out there. Excellent. Dude, Big Crazy, that's nuts. What the heck, man? Your Honda Fit needed a repair. They screwed it up. You bought a Lexus. The radiator failed. Ah, Big Crazy, no. No. Piano, thanks, Ultra, for supporting the caster. One of the hundreds of people that have gotten gifted subs from Ultra over the last 4 months. Comes through to say thanks. What's up, Piano? How you doing? Awesome. Feel free to toss me a follow as long as you're here. Trying to get to 3,600 followers on the channel. Looking pretty good so far. So Sn0w does get a third base. Looks like he's pretty much done with the harassment for now. But by golly, that Reaver was awesome. 11 kills on this Reaver. I feel like it had more, but 11's pretty good. I mean, anything in double digits for a Reaver is going to be awesome. Especially against Terran, because you're not killing, like, Marines with that. They're going to be SCVs. They're going to be Goliaths, siege tanks. Big, big cost effectiveness for that Reaver, without a doubt. Look at this Reaver positioning. Just on the other side. Oh! So the Vulture can't even see him before he takes a Scarab to the face. And Sn0w's going to try to expand down here to a fourth base before the Terran... He's just barely starting his third CC down here behind the chat. And thinking about it. Thinking about it. Goes for the fourth Nexus. Okay. So little Vulture attempt to come down here. But again, Reaver and Egg blocking on the top of the ramp here is going to be hard to slip by. The Vulture checked this base. There's nothing there. Great job clearing out Spider Mines. Is Sn0w 130 to 99 supply. Sn0w is up. And again, yeah, there's still a Reaver there. Another Vulture catches it right to the face. Absolutely crazy, crazy stuff there. More factories on the way. What do we got? 2, 4, 5, 6th factory coming in. Starport in the top right of the map. Probably going to be for EMPs more than anything else. Scarab damage upgrade on the way. Here from Sn0w. This is how he plays PvT. This is what he likes to do. This is what he likes to do, is get the Reaver stuff, expand a whole lot, get your macro going in a way that no one else can seem to manage while also doing Reavers. Temple Archives on the way. He wants that splash damage as well. Rush kind of setting up for a quick, not a quick push, but setting up for a push. Hey, what is up? Cannot pronounce your name, but it looks Korean. We got a Korean viewer out here donating 2,000. Is it won? I watched Squid Game. I'm pretty sure that's won we're talking about here. Thank you for the super chat, much appreciated. The red dimension and the purple dimension vying for supremacy today. Purple dimension definitely winning. Vultures hunting around, trying not to get trapped in here by these Dragoons. It's a 20 supply lead now for the Protoss. He's comfortable with this lead, plus he's expanding again. Terran's third base comes up, but there's no gas at it. It's very comfortable, though. That's the trade-off here on Pantheon for this base. This is comfortable, but if there's no gas, then, what do you think about it, right? Just poking and prodding over here. The Terran getting a 4th base is where it gets really scary for Sn0w here. So he doesn't want Rush to get that. Ah, HyuN says the name is Hani. Maybe a girl's name. Sung Hani. Thanks for translating, HyuN. I thought you were going to bed. Don't you have work tomorrow? Sleep is important. Sn0w decides to try to come in and make it a little bit harder to take this 4th base for Rush. He's up 40 supply, which is intense. Down to 30 after some of these Zealots die, but trying to play King of the Hill. Whoever controls this high ground pretty much controls this base. And for now, Rush is there. What's up, Philandy? How you doing? Yeah, Wyack. I hear it, dude. Oh. Double Reaver drop. He unloads the double Reavers back here. Behind the chat. And coming out of the chat a little bit. SCVs almost ran into their Des there, but Rush. Reaction time acceptable. 2 Reavers. 2 Vultures going down. Another big hit. The shuttle doing the micro. Can't stop the base necessarily, but is putting in some serious work with those Reavers. You are YH in your final form, huh? Uh-huh. What's up, Anebro? It is a good crew out here, isn't it? Really great StarCraft fans. Everybody's nice, respectful for the most part. We have a good time here. We get wholesome Mario and Luigi fan fiction from Hamster. Come on, the Falcon stream's a place to be. HyuN's picking up on some Dragon Ball references. Another 2001. Let's go. Thanks for the other super chat. Number 2, rank A Terran on the ladder. That's impressive, man. That's really impressive on the Korean ladder to be that good. That's like top 0.001% in the world. For sure. Sn0w's expanding again. I mean, I don't know. How does Terran win this game? He guts across the map, kills this, kills this, kills this, while Sn0w's trying to defend this corner. An attack comes over here. Starts killing bases too. Couple tanks each here. Like, he just needs to get to the other side of the map with something. If he can start harassing, start trying to take bases down, it can sometimes snowball to a victory for Terran, even if the Protoss has a ton of bases. So Science Vessel pops in there. Fleet Beacon on the way from Sn0w. Where's he hiding it? Bottom or yeah, bottom left. Fleet Beacon, double Stargate. Let's see when Rush figures out what's going on here. I mean, sure, once you're on 7 bases, transitioning to carriers is totally fine. Ah, nice max power. That's cool. Second Nintendo store in San Francisco. Official Nintendo store. That's pretty neat. You gonna get a Switch too? You got it pre-ordered? Okay, good size storms, but this is a pretty hefty tank count, man. 2-2 on those guys. +3's on the way. The Protoss is at 1-1 on this engagement, but like I said, if Rush can start moving across the map, threatening these bases, Sn0w could suddenly fall down. This is not a guaranteed win for him. So Sn0w has carrier tech, but he's remaxing on things like Zealots and Dragoons and High Templar. So he's like, I do not have the time to get into carriers right now. Thank you very much.
Sung Hani, if you are a guy, what's up? If you are a girl, how you doing? Joey's style.
Referencing Ferenz out here in chat is HyuN. How you doing? Yeah. Thank you for another incredible super chat, HyuN. Once again, can only chat through super chats, our guy. What's up, Ebster? How's it going? This is looking scary. Is he good? He's working on air weapons, but he's not building any carriers. I don't think he has the time. He needs to defend this now. Nobody has a bank. It's evened up. Rush got across the map, and he's doing what I was worried he was going to do as a Sn0w fanboy. I thought for sure he was going to go for it, but I thought Sn0w would be able to rebuff these attacks at least a little bit. Now look at this positioning. That base is dead. That is so hard to stop that base from going down. Ridiculously difficult. Still no carrier production up here from Sn0w. He was trying to get into it, but then Rush hit him. There's a lot of blasting, EB. If you like siege tanks, PvT is the matchup for siege tank aficionados, and the Nexus dies in like 10 seconds. Yeah, where are the shuttles? Where are the carriers? He's working on air armor. He's working on +1 attack, but he doesn't have any carriers in production because he doesn't have enough money to really do that. Dude, is Rush gonna win this? Oh, man. One of those games where Protoss is on 7 bases, 8 bases with his bottom right one coming in. 8 bases. But it doesn't matter. The Terran wanders across the map with tanks. Do-do-do-do. Do-dee-do-dee-do. Nothing to see here at all. How's it going, Jordan? Happy Saturday, man. How you doing? And then another 2001 super chat from our mysterious Korean A-rank Terran on the ladder. He loves Terran. Good to hear it. This Terran is looking good. This Terran is looking strong. He's killing bases like he's collecting Pokemon. Actually, I bet Korea cares about Pokemon. All the countries have a lot of Pokemon fans in them, I think. Pokemon is a worldwide thing. That's right. Gotta blast all the bases. You just need some high ground here. Scan works. Science Vessel also works. He's worried about DTs, and by the way, DTs are in production. So keeping the Science Vessel around is going to be really important. He's probably going to target... He doesn't actually target the Science Vessel with those Dragoons. Would have been nice, because DTs are joining the party here. And finishing off that Nexus should be able to do it. The Reavers could poke in, but that backline of tanks is still very mean. This game is crazy good. 173 to 137 supply. Rush is expanding to the 12 o'clock now. Holy Hannah. This game is off the chain with Rush. I think Rush has done it. He's up 10 supply now. He's killing Nexuses so fast. He can threaten this one and this one with this tank position. Probe's evacing from this base. This bottom right is pretty much all Sn0w's got going for him at the moment. Not actually mining because he's too distracted by everything else that's going on right now.
Hey Falcon, trying to keep you in business. Happy Saturday.
Ah, Footbolero. Thank you for the $10 super chat USD. Much appreciated. We are crushing it in donos for this week. You guys are the greatest. Greatest fan base in the world. I've never seen a viewer base this small be this supportive on any channel ever. So you guys are the best viewer base in my opinion, undoubtedly. How are we doing on YouTube? We're at 113% of our goal for the week for YouTube, and 200% plus on Twitch. Red Dimension, Purple Dimension, doing it together, working together to keep a roof over Falcon's head, and I appreciate it and love you all. Sn0w's dead. Sn0w's pre-dead. Like, ridiculously dead. Sn0w's trying to counterattack up here into this 12 o'clock base. High Templar gets picked off and dies. No, says Rush. Shuts that down. And once again, tanks on this high ground means your base dies. This is a good Terran map for that reason. Just putting a tank on this high ground, it just gives you such perfect positioning to take down a Nexus or a hatchery or an enemy command center or something. I mean, you're not wrong. Nexus down, Nexus down, Nexus down, Nexus down, Nexus down. It's hundreds of Nexuses dead today.
Know that I am the Overmind.
swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, Yomo del Compa? Thank you for following. We are getting closer to our 3,600 follower goal. 67 to go on that. Yeah, I mean, this is the nail in the coffin. That's it. Final nail in the coffin. We done. Another 2001 super chat here from our Korean viewer, Terran Player Perfect Play. It is. It's about perfect Terran play here, dude. 3-2 upgrades. Protoss was looking so good for the first 15 minutes of this game. He had 8 bases. The harassment early was slowing the Terran down. The 3rd base was late. The 4th base was late for Rush. And then he just walked across the map and got it done right when there was an attempted carrier transition from Sn0w. It was the worst possible time. Team Rocket's blasting off again. I imagine it is. $170 to 90 supply. I don't understand how Sn0w is still in this game exactly. I'd like to believe he can win this game, but he can't. So he got the space back. He's still mining down here behind the minimap. He's at under 100 supply against a 176 supply Rush. He's got Reavers and a Dream. Sn0w is turtling. And that's it. Sn0w with the GG. Rush gets the win. Ridiculous. Ridiculous showing there. And bam, that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. Rush just did the thing that every Terran player wants to do. It's hard to pull it off. And if you can do it when the Protoss player is trying to transition into carriers, you're going to have more success. So out-producing the Protoss, getting out... Nope, out-killing the Protoss. That's huge. 34 to 3 on the buildings raise is unfair. And then the outspend is only about 5,000 in 25 minutes. Not generally going to pull it off. So Rush gets the win. Holy cow. All right. Do we want to do... What do we want to do here? I say we had an action replay in here somewhere. I might have been misreading that we had an action replay in here somewhere, but maybe not. Maybe we didn't. Strange. Okay. Let's try one more Sn0w versus Rush for a best of... Oh, no, actually, this is already a 2-0. This is already a 2-0 for Rush, man. So can Sn0w avoid getting 3-0'd by Rush here on Minstrel? Maybe you're right about that, Max Power. Bottom right of Minstrel, Rush. Top left, Sn0w. He's back. He's trying again. Big Crazy says, could we get a PVZ somewhere? Korean conversation going on here. Sounds good, Jordan. Just got a push notification from the Bill Simmons YouTube channel. Bill Simmons is talking to Ryan Russillo about why Russillo hopes the Jazz win the NBA lottery. Boy, did that not happen. Boy, did the Jazz get the 5th pick in the draft in a 4-man draft. And boy, did Dallas get the #1 pick, and the Spurs got the #2 pick, and the Sixers got the #3 pick. Ridiculous. Ridiculous happenings in the NBAs, man. Rigged and rigged and rigged some more. I still watch, though. I just don't have any hope anymore. I've lost my hope. Lost my hope. That's true, Jordan. It's true. Cybercore before expand. Let's see if Russia wants to go for that command center before gas opening that he did last time. I kind of feel like he can do whatever he wants. He kind of has this matchup figured out. The last two TVPs we've seen with him against Sn0w, when he decides to push out, he wins. He just goes and he wins, and Sn0w can't stop him. He is an unstoppable Protoss killing machine. There's the CC before the gas, so he's doing the same build. Sees the Cybercore, sees the gas, and is he going to start spinning, or is he going to go for the expansion before the Dragoon range? It looks like he's going to go for the expand and hold off on the Dragoon range. Just blind. He has no idea what Rush is up to, but he left the option open. He's going to go for the Nexus, delay the Dragoon range. Quite a bit, actually, even getting a probe there, too. He's getting a Dragoon before he gets Dragoon range. Wow. And there it is. There's the Dragoon range. Excellent. Very good. Okay, Dragoon pokes in, sees the bunker, goes, okay, you got your expansion early. Good to know. Although, I don't know. Sometimes Terran players do get a bunker and they go for the later expand. Probably for mind game purposes. Let's times 2 this a little bit until we get Reavers out or until there's like a weird vulture drop going in here from Rush. I don't know that we're getting any of those things, but something interesting. Second factory coming in quite nicely. Second gas on the way too. And yeah, Sn0w can just probe to his heart's content, but he's continuing to make Dragoons off of one gate. Second gate's on the way. Chasing an SCV around. 8 shots to kill that SCV, mind you. Dragoon range kicks in. He tries to find the range to... There it is. There's the range to attack, but then the tank's out and it doesn't really matter. So yeah, get what you can. Get what damage you can, but go ahead and expand, contain. If they want to push, hit the tanks as they come across the map unsieged. You'll be having a better time. Third gate on the way from the Protoss Sn0w. Sn0w is considering Reavers, but no indication he's heading that direction quite yet. At 6 minutes, he doesn't even have a robo. I guess maybe he's not worried about spider mines yet. Although the upgrade is on the way. No, hang on. Hang on. He does have the robo. I'm an idiot. He's got the observatory out in the front. So we just need the bay for that one. Good. All right, all right. Good. Good shutdown of this push. He's like, one more hit on that tank. There you go. He trades the last of the HP on that Dragoon for that tank death. Brutal. Brutal hit there. Here comes a push at 7 minutes. And what's happened every time Rush has tried to push out in these games so far? He's kind of just won the whole thing. So Spider Mine's getting laid on the bridge. Dragoons have to abandon the tactical position there. Siege tanks, Marines getting hits off. Dragoons, there are enough of them to get these tanks out. Siege mode's not even done yet. It's not even done yet. Oh, the Spider Mines. Probes are trying to fight him. They do kill one of them. But now the Dragoons are far away from their own natural base. They're getting chased down. Fairly, big hits. Dragoons go down. One Dragoon left from Sn0w. The third base is under siege. He's walled it off against Vulture harass, but siege tanks have further range. and more damage. And this Dragoon's gonna die to Spider Mines as well. He doesn't even try to dodge them because he's pulling the probes to the corner here too. Oh my gosh. Dude, every time. I need more Rush versus Sn0w games. We need a bigger sample size here. But whenever Rush decides to push out and win, he wins. Simple as. Every probe at this base gets eviscerated and murdered. It's 75 to 50 supply. He has to kill his own pylon to get out of his own base because he hard-walled against the vultures, and that's annoying. He's got his first Reaver, but I don't know if we're going to be able to save the third Nexus here, and when your third Nexus dies against a Terran, you're pretty much dead. The Spider Mines are going to buy time for the Nexus to actually get killed with the Marines, the unupgraded Marines, Vultures, and unupgraded Siege Tanks here. I guess Siege Mode is done. That is an attack upgrade for sure. Spider Mines not saving it. And that's it. That third Nexus is gone. He's not even running the Vulture away. He says, we're good. We got this. We got it taken care of. We're going to come in with more Vultures, apparently. Lay some more Spider Mines. Ruin your day again. There's the third Nexus trying to come back in here. I mean, the tank count has been reset a little bit. Hey, the Dawn. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I'm glad you enjoy my content and even my Star Wars stuff. Appreciate it. Here's a link to all of my Andor content so far. That's a playlist with all 3 of the videos I made about Andor, if you want to check those out. The first one got tons, like more views than any video I posted on the channel in a year. And then the subsequent Andor follow-ups got like no views comparatively. So I don't know. The algorithm is a weird thing. I'll keep making videos. Probably going to move on to something else for next Friday, but I have fun doing them. And that's what matters. I like doing it. That is the driving force. Okay, so Sn0w says, I gotta do something here. So let's retake the third. Let's get a 4th base behind it. Then maybe pressure a little bit? No, actually, how about not? 102 to 86 supply. Rush is like, no. You don't get to pressure me. You don't get to double expand. You don't get to do anything you want to do. I'm here to kill you. The Reavers are taking a lot of tank shots, Sn0w. They're alive, though. They are alive. Oh, never mind. One just got sniped. The shuttle died. The Reavers are dead. Ugh. No max power. It makes the unit's vision range go to 1 or 0. Like 0. But the problem with blind is that it can share the vision of its friends. So see, you have this group of Dragoons here. You blind one of them. It can still shoot your tank because its friends are providing vision on where the tank is. It's not a very good spell. Using it on observers is pretty nice. That's the GG. Sn0w taps out. Using it on things like obs or science vessels are nice because usually there's one obs in a location or maybe one science vessel in a location. And if you blind it, then its detection doesn't work anymore. But it can still see stuff, but it can't detect invisible things. Anyway, that's why. So that's what blind does. And that's pretty much at SOS. Yeah, it removes detection from detectors, and that's about it. So, wow. Dude, Rush. That's it. When Rush decides to kill you, you die. He's the most unstoppable Terran player I've ever seen. He's making Sn0w look like a noob. This is insane. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. What's up, the happy? Yeah, we covered that. How's it going, Save Your Sword? Okay, let's find a PVZ in this list somewhere. I have so much PVT in this folder. We've talked about this. I'm just going to drag down through until I find a PVZ. This is proving to be remarkably difficult. Rain versus HyuN? Okay, sounds great. Rain versus HyuN on Apocalypse. Badoo. Now, Toycop says that HyuN is a Zerg player who's fun to watch because he screws up a lot. He'll make 1 or 2 pretty big mistakes in every game he plays. So, hopefully that doesn't happen here for him. That would be sad. but seems fairly likely. Bottom left of Apocalypse, it is a red Zerg player. It is HyuN. And in the bottom right, it is Rain under his Mini Maxi Smurf name. RJB knows what this is. He remembers this game. He's in the house. The man, the myth, the legend, RJB, without whom this channel would not have as many cool replays. Especially not recent replays. Nice job, Jordan. Way to bet on Rush the last match. Is this Rain or possibly Savior Sword? He's green Protossing. The only green Protoss out there is definitely the Sword. It's hard. It's tough to do max power. You should ask Savior Sword for some tips on how to keep the SCV alive when you steal it, because it's not easy, that's for sure. Not even a little bit easy. He's not setting up for a Nexus first, is he? He's not saving up for a Nexus first. There's no way. Dude, I think he's going for a Nexus first. Look at him go. Look at that mineral count. Look at the utter lack of anything else happening here. Bam! Got it. Nexus first. But he gets away with it because it's a hatch first. He wasn't scouting, he's gambling. Ah, HyuN needs to take a fast third now, because he's going to be behind economically very soon. Third base on this map is not bad on Apocalypse. It's just down here. You can take your third here, pretty much cover this area, and you're good to go. But dude, I cannot believe he went Nexus first. What a madman. Gotta love Rain, man. Rain has won a lot over the last 10 or 15 years, and it shows. Big Crazy says, lore-wise, Terran should, or Protoss should be able to build a command center with their technology. The fact that they have to mind control an SCV to build one for them doesn't make any sense. Yes, there are a lot of lore holes in StarCraft when it comes to gameplay. Overlord does scout the right way. That's right. You see a Nexus first here, which means no Dragoons are shooting you in the face anytime soon. But now, there you go. He goes up the left side for the fast third base instead. So good on him. He's doing great. His response has been proper to this whole thing. Can you please pray for a Leafs Game 7 loss? I mean, do you have to pray for the Leafs to lose? I thought they were pretty bad. Although if they're in the playoffs, they can't be that bad. Are they in the playoffs? 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 Yeah, Overlord sees the late Cyber Core because he knows about the Nexus first. As always, check out FalconPaladin.store. You can buy your stuff in pounds. It's under United Kingdom for buying your stuff in pounds. Mugs, shirts, all sorts of great stuff out here. We've got headbands, Robert the Zealot, Terry the Overlord stuff, Steve the SCV's here. You can get your shirts in different colors. It doesn't have to be in black. We've got yellow and blue and white, and all the shirts come in different colors as well. We've got a nice sizing guide over here. It shows you exactly what a large is in inches instead of just guessing what a large is. That's super nice. Got an EU warranty of 2 years on the product. How cool is that? Man, it's awesome. All right. Ba-bam, bam, bam. Oh, Wyack. $5 Canadian super chat. What's up, man? Not a lore hole. They just have different types of technology. They can't reverse engineer. So they're... Okay, so the answer here is, as Aspire is coming up, their tech uses the, like, base level different technology. All the way down to the bare minimum of how we do math, right? And so they can't reproduce a command center. But you'd think if you watched a SCV do it once, you could maybe then copy the method and just do it again, right? For lore purposes. Yeah, bet on this game, folks. Bet some Falcon chips. I just told you, HyuN makes mistakes all the time, and Rain got away with the Nexus first opening. So, Protoss is probably favored here, and it's actually a little bit. It's too late. Too late. Ah, good old Corsair getting its first and probably last kill. It's not Terry. Terry's trying to hide inside the donation cup here. Look at all that yellow in there today. My goodness. That's fantastic. That means higher level donos will come through today. Is what the yellow means. So I think that's what that means anyway. It could just mean super chats versus like gifted subs and stuff. Wyack. That's funny. Makes you an expert. So are you just Yhos with a new name? Yhos, defend yourself against this imposter. Yeah, Zerg map vision with Lings and Scourge is awesome. You're right. I mean, it is impossible to get out here and do anything without getting spotted. Hey, the man's building Sunkens. If he loses, I'm not going to blame it on that. Hey, what's up, Joseph? NATO is Terran, China is Zerg, Russia is Protoss. Sure, why not? I don't know, if you want to drive... I mean, technically, the UED has some Russian influence in it for sure. See, look, one Sunken, and what do the Zealots do? They turn around... Oh, they go right in and try to kill the Sunken. Apparently, the Corsairs are trying to engage here at the same time. They get chased away by the Scourge. The Zealots do get the Sunken... But, are there enough Lings here to fight these Zealots? No, definitely not. Needed better Sim City would be my guess. The Mutas chase these guys all the way home, and then they leave the Zealots. They hoped the Lings could clear them out, but they couldn't do it. Zealot 1 here, 3 kills. Zealot other here, also 3 kills. Into the main base we go. Yeah. Not looking good, man. So 4 kill Zealot finally gets chased down and executed. Eventually, my goodness, Muta attacks on Zealots do no damage. And then a DT wanders in here. Oh gosh. Oh no. Drone's doing a pretty good job staying alive considering there's a DT in their mineral line. Overlord vision is good. Okay, shuts that down too. Still 41 workers. Could have been worse. A lot of lost mining time. Few drones did die, but overall, I think HyuN handled that pretty well. He's got a ton of macro hatches. 2 macro hatches here, 1 macro hatch here. I guess he could have another one, but he doesn't. And he's even replacing his Sunkens. It's a 2-basing Protoss, too. He hasn't gone for a 3rd base yet. Although, he is escorting a probe up here to the 3rd base location, so he is a good and conscientious commander. Always escort your workers. The number of times we see people send a probe up to a base to build a Nexus and then it dies because there's like 1 Zergling sitting there is too high, or 1 Vulture, way too high. Permission to introduce some controversy. Sure, man, introduce some controversy. If you... I mean, look, if you do anything I don't want you to do, I'll let you know. On the fly. Hey, what's up, Scumbag Logic? Happy Saturday, dude. How you doing? Thanks for being a constant supporter of the channel, sir. I appreciate it. On a long list of people doing that these days. Ogre Zerging his way into the main base of Rain is HyuN. Cannons down, probes, evac, and on the other side, Corsairs finding Overlords to kill. No Hydras to shut that down because all the Scourge are over here. The Scourge are pulling back to try to save the Overlords. The supply block is going to be super real in just a second here, but the main Nexus of Rain appears to be dead. He can kind of afford to lose it because he's got another base up here that's coming in. But can he defend that against the Mutalisks is the larger question. Okay, we do save the day. We're just barely supply blocked, thanks to the Scourge coming in and chasing those Corsairs out of there. Yes, he sends 2 Archons back, but he can't save the Nexus. That's huge. That's so big. And what? Scourge connections, mutas, doing a pretty good job keeping these mutas alive. Look how much health they have too. Gonna jump up. No, 3 cannons is too much for these guys. They're gonna back it out. They don't have any attack or armor upgrades. They have an armor upgrade. They do. SF0w, thanks for the follow and for the Prime sub. Let's go, SF0w. Kicking butt out here. The follow sub combo. Absolutely impressive stuff. Thank you so much. Let's add your donation to the Twitch goal this week, which is already above and beyond anything we've ever seen before. So let's go 884. My gosh, 884. And bam, up to 221%. Thanks for the follow. We just need about 66 more followers to go to get to 3,600. Appreciate that. Storm dodging the Mutalisks. It is a 2-basing Protoss versus a 3-basing Zerg, so it's kind of the same thing. I don't know. I don't find that particularly controversial. It's just kind of mishearing somebody. YH. Okay, now the Mutas are taking some damage from these Corsairs. And great micro here. +1 Corsairs against +1 armor Mutas. The Corsairs win that fight every day of the week. Scourge Connection's not getting what they can, unfortunately. It's definitely faster than Wraiths, Fred. 100%. Okay, so Nexus being rebuilt. Corsairs parked over it to keep it alive. Here comes our Hydra engagement. Trying to snipe the High Templar. Oh, that Archon just got 8 kills by hitting a whole stack of very injured Mutalisks. That was incredible. What a connection there. Holy crap. Hey. I had to create a new account. It's hard, not that hard to forget a password. Okay, well, glad you're here. And good idea. What's up? Thanks for being here too. Good storm on these Hydralisks. Get the Archon, and then the Mutas can help you. Okay, Archon gets popped. GG, HyuN. Oh, HyuN manages to get the win. In fairness, if you snipe your enemy's main Nexus in a PvZ, you probably win the game. It's kind of a win condition, I suppose. But yeah, +1 Hydras, +1 armor Mutalisks. The Ogre Zerg was awesome. The Hydra follow-up was excellent. And HyuN takes down Rain in a bit of an upset. That was not bad. Yeah, Drew, I think I can probably do that. I'll clip this general section so I can remember to do that. We did like 3 PVTs on the stream already today. Good idea here. So no. But Monday we'll be back with some more PVT. We did Rush versus Sn0w. We did a couple of those. We did a... What was the other one we did? Anyway, it was a bunch of good stuff. Yeah, congrats on your job, Drew. Counting down the days until that starts, I'm sure. Yep, we're going live games max power. So an outspend here by the Zerg. Not by a lot, but enough. And HyuN gets the win. Most of the money went towards HyuN on that. That was interesting. Really interesting stuff. HyuN Zerg. Who got Falcon chips today? Big Crazy got 1.5 thousand Falcon chips for his win. Some of that I think is what he invested too. Anyway, all right, boom. Weekends are weekends again, says Drew. That is good news. That is wonderful news. Okay, let's grab... We had Barracks and Light, Sn0w versus Rush. 2 Sn0w versus Rushes, mind you. And then a HyuN versus Rain. Bam. Get those out of the folder. Head over to US West BattleNet. What a Saturday it has been, ladies and gentlemen. Some of those incredible Saturday we have had in the history of the channel. Maybe the greatest Saturday we've had in the history of the channel today. Thanks to people like Hashim and Ultra. And, I mean, we've got other names here. SF Toon. Super chats from Korea. YH super chatting, obviously. Football Arrow. We had Hamster in here super chatting already. Tipo with a $5 donation. And a resub out on Twitch. I mean, it has just been non-stop rocket with the resub too. What a stream today to hit our goals on a Saturday. Bovine, Bjorn, major support. $50 out on PayPal and a re-upping his channel membership level 2. Chicken Man followed me. Thanks, Chicken Man, for the follow. And Achilles Boy GG also followed when I was not streaming like 9 hours ago. So thanks for the follow, you guys too. All right, let's speed Bisu. Yeah, I think we're good. We did it. We did it. What's up, Cocatos? Definitely do not have enough money to do anything but just keep my head above water here. Like, here's the annoying thing. Right? I'm getting a ton of support during my live streams, and my view counts on my standalone VODs go like this. Like terrible, terrible, terrible numbers on those. I can barely crack like 2,000 views on anything these days. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of just making up. One is making up for the other, I guess. Big Crazy is here. Saturday is here. I think that's Gallons. Starboy, Savior Sword, Wander, Detroit, Max Power, SOS, SS1 Mega, Happy. Whew. Shoo. What a group. What a group we already have in here ready for the live games. What happened in St. Louis getting a tornado, Fred Hurst? That's not cool at all. Don't like that very much. Do a crossover with Fubuki. I'll send her an email. You got it. Yeah, let's try a Monobattle on the new space platform map that Happy made for us. Detroit says he can only play 2 games tonight. Fair enough, Detroit. We'll be back tomorrow with more live games. Don't you worry about it. Monobattle Spaceport version 1.0. Let's get ready to rumble. Use map settings. Password is always sock. I don't think so, YH. Pretty sure that's not possible. Alright, Wander, Hamster, Savior Sword, Big Crazy, Flash Drive. Saturdays, Gallons, I think SOS, Max Power. Flash Drive is back, says Wander. Starboy, Happy. These guys don't want to play anyway. Alright, so Wander, Hamster, Savior Sword, Big Crazy. Flash Drive, Gallons, SOS, Max Power. We're going to swap Max Power with Wander to even up the teams a little bit here. Yeah, that's better teams. Oh, Starboy does want to play. Oh, well, I'll put Starboy in over... Who do I want to boot here today? Ah! Well, Hamster bailed, so... I guess that opens up a spot. And then he comes back in. Oh, no! He lost his spot. Oh, he did it on purpose? That's funny. I mean, you could... I'm eating, he says. Fair enough. All right, so Max Power, Starboy, Savior Sword, Big Crazy. Okay, now we gotta switch this up back again to swap out Max Power back to this team. Okay, Flash Drive, Gallons, SOS, Wander, Starboy, Savior Sword, Crazy. Good. GLHF, Hamster's eating steak right now. That's exciting. Gotta love a good steak. All right, man. Big map. It's exciting. Wander chooses blind draft. So everybody gets to pick what they want from this ring of units. You can only make one of them. It's a Monobattle. You can only choose one unit to make the whole game. One type of unit here. So I don't know what anyone's picking because they're invisible and they're all doing it at the same time, and who knows. But once they're all done, then in the middle it will show us what the teams are, what they've chosen, and we can go with that. Starboy was looking for Hydralisks, couldn't find them. Probably, did somebody get Hydras and Lurkers already? By golly. By golly, they did. Everybody, okay, do we have anti-air? I got the forbidden pick. Did you get tanks? Oh, tanks is usually the forbidden pick. Is there a tank Reaver team? Tank Reaver team's pretty good. Wander's not sure what he wants to do here. Ah, Scumbag asking for a fastest map, next map. You got it, Scumbag. I will put that on the list of next things we do. I will remember. Oh, looks like Cross is live. That's cool. I'll probably raid Cross after the stream. Wander's still thinking about it. Can barely see him in there. He goes battle cruisers. Holy Hannah. All right, all right, all right. Woof. Print screen. Those are the teams. Battle cruiser, Hydra, Dragoon, Mutalisk versus Scout, Marine, Tank, Reaver. Okay. Well, that's exciting. GLHF means good luck and have fun is what it means. All right, got the things there. We got the teams in the top left. Oh, that's it. We did it. Awesome. So cool. Wait, what? What happened? What happened? Someone didn't spawn. Oh, it is live, Steven. What's up, Sydney? Welcome back. What's up, Scott? Somebody didn't get to spawn in? Oh no, a base didn't exist. Let's try it again. Is it broken with 8 players? Happy. Have we not tested with 8 players yet? No, somebody didn't spawn in, Steven. So one team had 3, the other one had 4. That won't fix it. Okay, so we can't do this. Let's do regular Monobattle map then, because we know that that one works. With 8 players. Monobattle, use map settings. Okay, let's try this again. I liked the blind pick. That was fun. Storm drops are insanely powerful in fastest maps, Scott. Yes, they are. Detroit basketball. Max Power's in. Okay, Save Your Sword, Starboy, SOS, Flash Drive, Big Crazy, Gallons, Wander, Max Power. Yeah, this seems fine. Yep, that seems great. Let's go. Once more, from the top. Missile turrets can shoot down in the Monobattle. Always got to keep that in mind. Bam. Okay, so same thing. Blind pick. Blind pick again. Players, I'm seeing Dragoons taken. I'm seeing Dark Archons taken. What else is out here? We've got Max Power running around trying to decide what he wants. Whoa. Muta's just got picked. They flashed in the middle there. Proceeding. That means that Gallons has picked up tanks. SOS says, I gotta pick the boys. I don't know what that means. Marines? Yeah, Steven, you can actually bet Falcon chips out at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin and bet on the games out there. I do predictions for pretty much everything we do. You can bet on team left or team right in this game. Bam! We got them. We got the new names up there because we are cool. All right, team left side. Represented by a red Protoss player, it's Savior Sorties making Dragoons as usual. Left side is a blue Zerg player, it's Hydralisks from Starboy. We got a teal Terran. Left side, SOS, he's making Marines, but he can't make any medics, so that's not good. And then it is a purple Protoss player, Flash Drive, who's going for carriers. Gonna take a while before he is ready to help his team. On the right side, we've got a yellow Protoss making mass scouts. That's max power. Should counter those carriers pretty heavily. We've got a white Protoss making zealots in Wander. Brown Terran player making tanks. It's Gallons. And then an orange Zerg player, Big Crazy, building mass Mutalisk. Hey, what's up, Trap Queen? The bets are here. Bam. Start a prediction. Who wins? Team left. Team right. Bam. Predictions are up. Feel free to toss me a follow as long as you're out there on Twitch, Mr. Trap. Trying to get that follow count up as high as Terranly possible, and Protossly possible, and Zergly possible. Nobody chose Ghost, Scott. No. What's Twitch? Twitch is another streaming platform. I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube, dual streaming. In the chat above my head, you'll see people with Twitch icons next to their names or YouTube icons next to their names. That means they're on YouTube or they're on Twitch. That's what it means. I'm going to go get a water refill. So I'm going to give me a second here. I'll be right back. Well, let's see what this Overlord does. It'll be very exciting, I'm sure. All right, we're back. It is very serene to watch an Overlord move across the map with Terran music in the background. This part of the Terran soundtrack right here. Just It's nice. It's beautiful. What's up, the Star Runner? How's it going? Did you catch a sub from Ultra too? It looks like you did. Looks like you caught a sub from Ultra, quite possibly. He's been throwing subs at everybody he possibly can for the last 4 months. So, congratulations. Oh, you want to bet cash because you have a gambling problem. I don't know how to set up cash betting. Pretty sure. What's up, Calvin? Is anybody... Red versus blue this thing? Nobody's pushing yet. Just overlords for the most part. Parked up here, right on top of a barracks. Because he knows... Actually... Yeah, that's a Gallon's barracks. So we can't make any Marines out of it. All he can build are tanks. He can make a lot of them. But that's all he can do. $6:20 a.m. for Calvin right now. No, Terry! Terry, no! Got killed by cannons. That is usually the mistake of the Overlord in that situation. We got one Zealot from Wander here, and he's going to try to shut down a base all by his lonesome. Zealots can do that, you know, if there's no one to stop him. That's Savior Sword's Nexus, probably. He doesn't have any Dragoons yet, because you can't get Dragoons out as fast as you can get Zealots out. So, he's trying... Oh, okay. Just lost 2 probes there, trying to slow this Zealot down. As I assume a Dragoon's being produced. There he is. Dragoon is here. Good Sim City, left of way to get out, and bam, no range on this Dragoon. The micro's going to be annoying, but not too hard, not too difficult. All right. I mean, the Dragoon is going to save the Nexus. There was no point, probably no chance in killing it. The Mutalisks have arrived, and Savior Sword is not ready for this. Wait, is Savior Sword... Yeah. Savior Sword's Dragoons, that's right. And we saw this in the last game. HyuN taking down a Nexus here. There's a bunker back on no Marines. One... Does he not? I don't think he got a Marine inside that bunker. The Hydras try to come in and save the day from Starboy. No spores up here. This 7-minute Muta timing attack has been absolutely crushing for Team Left Side here. These Mutas, do they have a good answer for him? Marines, Dragoons, Hydras, and Carriers. All of their things they have are pretty good against Mutas. They just don't have any Corsairs or Valkyries. You know, turrets are good, cannons are good, but you didn't have those. You're kind of getting punished for it here as well. So good Muta stuff here from Big Crazy. Great Muta timing. Finally enough Hydras and Dragoons together come in to shove this group away. It is only 8 of them, but they've got... That one has 8 kills? Holy crap. I got so many probes and drones, he says. Yeah, you did. Uh-oh. Here come the siege tanks. And the Zealots, and the Mutas. This is a great composition for Team Right Side, and suddenly it's looking really dicey here. That front door is going to get busted. The Hydras are like, I don't know what I want to do about tanks. It's only 2 of them, but 2 tanks at this stage of the game is pretty good. You're going to try to snipe down, there you go, snipe down the Nexus. Hydra is trying to run out here and do what they can in this situation. Siege tanks, again, being protected by Zealots and Mutalisks here. Tank 1 has 1 kill. Tank 1 has 1 kill. But I think he busted open the front door here. Sounds good, Jordan. What's up, Arcanice? How you doing? Feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Good old Arcanice. Old, reliable Arcanice. Mutas in huge numbers here. Nobody's at 100 supply right now, but I don't know. I mean, Flash Drive getting a couple carriers off the ground could be nice. He's got the 3-port carrier here, or 3-gate carrier here. Every Marine that shows up is dying because they don't have any medic support at all. Yeah, no, busy is good, unless it's bad busy. Is it good busy or bad busy? Good busy and bad busy, Arcanice. Well, all right. I hope things improve for you. Hope things get better, nevertheless. So this is buying a lot of time for Team Right Side to expand. Right, to get their own bases up. The carriers have arrived. And the mutas are like, can we dive on this? We got a +1 attack. He decides not to engage with the carriers right now. Not try to focus them down. Starboy's in a lot of trouble. The siege tanks are still pressuring, but guess what? Carriers are pretty good against siege tanks. We need Flash Drive to come up here and take those down. Savior Sword's like, I could use some help. There are siege tanks at my base. Carriers are like, okay, you got it, man. They've got their full complement of interceptors. They got the carrier capacity upgrade. These hiders are not going to do very well against these tanks or the Reavers that are coming soon, I imagine. So this is where the carriers are trying to pick off tanks while also trying to pick off mutas from distance. It's good carrier micro here. APM spiking into 200 here. Another carrier shows up. You should be able to save your sword, but oh, the mutas do dive on one of the carriers. But mutas are dying for it, and the carriers are not going down. Hydra support there is nice. Even if it's just one Hydralisk, it makes the Mutalisk player, Big Crazy, think a little bit more about what's going on. So another tank dies, and then 2 more carriers show up. The mutas, they're improving in number 2. Not quite enough, though. A PVT that ended in Ghosts and Scouts? That sounds awesome. I want that replay so bad. It was a BSL replay, huh? Can you get those replays from BSL? Do they post them anywhere? Siege tank high ground in bottom left. Good job by Gallons. And then Zealots running down into this area, crushing whatever meager defense there is here. We forgot about the Zealots, didn't we? We forgot about the Zealots, didn't we? Carrier player really carrying the team right now. Ha 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 ha. 0PL is streaming BSL right now. I should go ask him for that replay, huh? The shield battery's getting hit. SOS is like, are we GGing? This is not looking good for us. No, I don't imagine that it is looking good for anybody. The carriers can win. The carriers can't be everywhere at once. I mean, a lot of Zealots are dying here, but it's not the end of the world. And then the mutas come over here. There's no answer to the mutas unless you have the carriers. They don't have any further attack or armor upgrades, but they're still pretty bad from Big Crazy here. Carrier count continuing. Again, I don't know. I feel like Flash Drive is RJB. I think we established that yesterday, but also there's a lot of names to keep track of. Yeah, it's RJB, says Hamster. Okay. Right on. And the scouts have arrived. We forgot about the scouts, didn't we? They're here. They're ready to go. They're going to take down this base of RJBs quite nicely. Max power scouts with 2-1-0 upgrades. Weird upgrading, but that's okay. Overlords can still drop, Scott. Yeah. And you can make drop ships, and you can make shuttles as well. Nice. Man, I forgot about the scout player. He showed up. He is ready to go. Alright, sounds like I'm gonna get that replay. Anyway, this game is happening. Just attacking the carrier player as much as possible because he is the man. He's the guy that's a problem for the tanks and the mutas. The scouts really should be able to wreck these carriers, though. Where did they go? Did we already see the scout fight? Did they not go? No, Max still has 100 supply. Where did he put his scouts? I guess he brought the scouts home for the most part. They died. Ah. To what? He dived into cannons. Ah, okay. That's tough. That's a tough way to go with your scouts for certain. How's it going, Gerald in Indonesia? Indonesia. Mutas and Zealots again, hacking on in here to Savior Sword's second base. Going to take his Nexus down again. No sign of a third base for the guy. The Marine count is just not hefty enough right now to really help with much of this, and the Zealots kind of wrecked them anyway. The Hydra count with 1-1 upgrades against 2-1 Muta. That's a 14-kill Mutalisk in here. They just wreck those Hydralisks. Just eat them for dinner. Ye old carrier ball still trying to do stuff here. They've got 2-2-1 upgrades. It's a big group. He has to be careful with the Mutalisks, though, because they've got upgrades, and they will hit fairly hard. You can actually choose lurkers if you want. The Mutas decide to go for it. Based on how many Muta death sounds you just heard, that was not a good move from Big Crazy. Down to 94 supply. Ow. So yes, you can choose lurkers, which means you can build Hydras, but the Hydras don't attack anything. All they can do is move around and turn into lurkers. Same thing, if you choose Devourers or Guardians, you can make Mutas, but all they do is fly around. They can't attack unless you turn them into the unit that you chose. Savior Sword's GGing out. Starboy's GGing out. The carriers are unstoppable, though. You guys could have kept fighting. The carriers cannot be killed. Except for, you know, the scouts. If the scouts find him and kill him, this will end. Wander's like, dude, max power, where are your scouts, sir? here are some of them. They're in here killing buildings and stuff. Well, except they had scouts over there, Hamster, so I don't know if that would have worked on the attack either. All right, here come the scouts. Gonna focus the carriers down. All the Mutalisks died, but oh my gosh, that's so many scouts. Yeah, all right. GG, carriers decide they're done. Max Power saves the day with his scouts. I mean, they were kind of winning anyway, but still. That was awesome. All right, so GG's. That was fun. Yeah, Team Right Side does get that win. GG's, we got a fastest map to do requested by... Where is my queue here? Reward requests. Fastest map from Scumbag Logic. Cool. Ba-ba-boom. Fastest map. RJB. Color. And it looks like Happy requested a AI round 2 yesterday, but I missed it. But also, which AI map are you talking about here? I guess you probably meant the one that we tried earlier, and it didn't work very well. The one on Reaction? Got it, Happy. Sounds good. New AI version in like 2 to 3 days can do it. Okay. It's like on Monday. How's it going, Jinx? Goon, Hydra, and Marine counters right side. So Goon, Hydra, Marine countering Siege Tanks and Reavers. I don't know about that. Siege Tank, Reaver in sufficient numbers kind of crushes infinite numbers of Goon, Hydra, Marine, right? The Zerg is strongest. AI version. Got it. All right. Is casual... Wait, is casual... Wait, what? Well, it's good to hear your partner tried to make up for it, Jinx. Being less lazy. They both do not want to play. All right. Savior Sword, Wander, Gallons, Hamster. What's up, Magic Man? Are you my biggest fan? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We've got Ultra over on Twitch gifting 566 subs over the last 2 months, and then Hashim's throwing around tens and hundreds of super chats out here too. Anyway, Savior Sword, Wander, Gallons, Hamster, Detroit, Big One, Max Power, Flash Drive. Big Wan and Flash Drive are good. That's RJB. Hamster and Wander are good. Max and Detroit, Savior and Gallons. We're going to swap Savior for somebody down here. Detroit? Sure. Yeah, now we've got 2 kind of weaker players on each team. Max Power and Detroit are okay, but they're just on the 3rd tier. Sounds good, Magic Man. You can be my biggest broke fan. That sounds wonderful. Excellent. Detroit's tier 3. You're the broketest. Fair enough. You created an account to help me make partner. You deserve some credit. Definitely not partner. Big crazy. Good game in the last game, by the way. Nice Mutalisk stuff. Viewer player tier list day. That sounds like hurt feelings. All right, let's go. GLHF. I mean, how many viewers do we have on Twitch today? On a Saturday, like one of my highest viewer days, we've got 34 viewers. We have to average 75 people out on Twitch to get partner. We're not even halfway there. YouTube draws too many people away. That's okay. What's up, Allbrand Abe? Fastest map, 4v4. Scott. Scott? Mike the Mutalisk will wake up eventually. Thanks for the super chat, Scott. $2 Canadian, much appreciated. First super chat ever on the channel by Scott. Appreciate it. All right, let's go. 4v4 fastest map, team right side. We've got Wander playing Protoss. We've got Gallons also playing Protoss. Detroit's Protoss. And then Hamster is Zerg. Bottom left side, a Protoss Max Power, a Terran Big Wan, Savior Sword's Protoss, and Flash Drive is Terran. So the Zerg's going to get bullied because Hamster's the only Zerg on the entire team. Let's get a prediction rolling out here. Let's go Team Wander or Team Big Wan. I don't know why that super chat notification didn't come through, Scott. I imagine it will eventually. No. It's not followers, Big Crazy. It's active viewers on average for a month. Over one 30-day period, I need to have 75 average viewers per stream to get partner, which I am not close to at all. Followers don't matter if we don't have active viewers out here. This is a 4v4 fastest map, Gerald. Well, I'll get the team colors up for you here. Maybe we'll keep them on for a minute. Only turn them off when we have a question about who a particular player is. I think that's fair. Ah, there we go. Scott again. Super chat, $5 Canadian. Mutalisk. Mutascreech. What is happening? What happened to our alerts? Sometimes they are really delayed, and sometimes they're really delayed. Thanks anyway, Scott. I appreciate your donation. I really do. That's awesome. First super chats ever from Scott, and Mike is being shy right now. YouTube hates the poor. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Wander's like, where do we want to go? We have early aggression plans. What number are we going to attack first? 9, maybe? 12, perhaps? Zerg player, sunkening up Hamster. The only Zerg on the map. He's going to get targeted at some point. The only question is, when? When is that going to happen? We'll do a Terry the Overlord noise in celebration of the super chat. Seriously, I don't know what happened. We could actually set that up. We could do Falcon doing a as the donation noise instead of a Mutalisk screech. Quite possibly. Well, here's the thing about fastest map. Zerg is weakest early, but late game, they're widely considered the strongest. Ish. Protoss is pretty good late game too, though, so I don't know. RJB is Flash Drive, Allbrand Abe. He's on Team Blue here with Big Wan and Max and Savior Sword. A lot of Zealots out for Team Red. No surprise. Zealots, Marines, Zerglings, all the things you're going to see in the first 5 minutes of the fastest map. Got to get out there. Make your presence known. Duran's laughter. Allbrand, no. Chose the wrong team. It's not. We just got started. There's no way we know who's going to win here yet. So infested Duran or non-infested Duran? Jinx. No. I have all of the sounds in a folder. Ooh, some fire bats out to help against these zealots. I like that. Where is he, though? Oh, wait, I can find him out here. Samir Duran.
I like your style, friend.
That one? Is that the one you want, Jinx? Yeah, let's not cheat the system, Big Crazy. Good call, thank you. Appreciate you wanting to help, though. I do appreciate it a lot. But you helped me reach a follower goal, that was nice. Okay, I can update some system sounds here. Dude, RJB's lagging out? That's new. He doesn't ever lag out. By the way, this attack on Gallons is pretty intense. But Zealots with Stim against... Zealots with Stim. Marines with Stim against Zealots. Good. Medic Micro here. Body blocking against... Oh, these Zealots so well. So well. Buying time for cannons to come up, though. That's nice. It is a big fight over Gallons. But it looks like he's fairly holding, except for the Marines down here. They can't beat these cannons, though. The fire bats can't either, so they're not going to try to head up that way. They're going to pick around the edges as much as they can. And it looks like Gallon survives. So good assistance here from his teammates. Loving to see that from Hamster showing up to save the day as well. Nobody's dead at 7 minutes, which is about all you can ask for in a 4v4 fastest map. Is that nobody's dead in 4 minutes. Cool. So everyone's fine. Max Power's at 103 supply. Max Power's #1 on army supply here with a little spinning zealot in there. Nice. Very impressive stuff by him. Looking good. Yeah, Hydra's, though, with the speed lots, not so great. I assume he's working on a lurker aspect. He's got a lair. He's got 2 Hydra dens. So either it's going to be for just range and speed and then lurkers, or maybe he's going for lurkers and a +1 plus range or something. Seems possible. I'm trying to attack up here into the RJB. A lot of Marines, bunkers, siege tanks here. DTs try to wander in. They go left. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're out of range of these turrets. The DT massacre by Wander on RJB. Humongous. He doesn't have any scans. He's asking for someone else to scan for him. Wander's like, go hit 12. And they do. The Zealots, the DTs are here. Is anybody else coming to assist him on it? Yeah, Gallons is here too. There is a turret back here near the main base that's going to save it. These turrets getting wiped out. The front door is busted wide open. There is an attack down here. Oh, lurkers are ready to go from Hamster, though. He's doing good stuff. What was the name of your email? Please eat me. What is the subject of your email? You got my turrets at the front right as I scanned. Oh no, says RJB. This turret's putting in work. More turrets coming up to try to save the day. His production's in trouble. He's down to 61 supply. Anybody that picked RJB's team solely because RJB was on it, I mean, it takes more than one player to win a game in a 4v4. He's like, I need some help. Savior Sword, come help. Savior Sword says, okay, replay Brood War. I did, yes, I got it. Replay with 10 exclamation marks and Brood War. I got your replay, yes, please eat me. We'll get to it tomorrow. Thanks for sending it in to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Brood War. RJB appears to be stabilizing. It's a lot of dead zealots, a lot of dead dragoon noises for your help from Savior Sword, yes. So excellent job there. So Gallons gets hit, RJB gets hit, but both players are alive. Flash at 68 supply. Gallons at 63 supply. Not as big as you otherwise could be. Those are Falcon Paladin tournaments we're going to do starting next Saturday. One is fastest map, and one is ladder map tournaments for subscribers of the channel. There you go. I gotta turn that down, don't I? Seriously, it's already down to like 20%. But it's so loud anyway. Alright, volume down. RJB survives. 12 is RJB. Yes, indeed it is. 12 is RJB. Right side is Gallons here. Hamsters playing Zergy Zerg. Looking pretty scary, too. With Hydra Lurker, big army at 12 minutes. 176 supply. Wanders in the top right. Savior Sword top left. Big Wan left side. Max Power bottom right side. And Detroit in the... Or bottom left and the Detroit in the bottom right. We're going to red versus blue this because it's all one big team. Siege tanks out from Big Wan to try to deal with this Hydra Lurker stuff. Zealots jumping on those tanks would be nice, and they do. Dragon Spider Mines into the tanks. Yeah, okay, a couple tanks died there. Not bad. Reducing that a little bit, but everybody pushing into RJB. Not really interested in going after Big Wan right now. Yes, RJB and Savior Sword on the same team. You got it. Still continuing to swing on in here. This Lurker setup is absolutely brutal. There are a few siege tanks for RJB crushing those things, though, given the opportunity to. So they move. He's going to go for it, man. He's going for the SCVs. No, he falls back. He falls back away from the siege tanks, burrows in, going to force guys to come up to him to try to take him out, which is really tough. Got engagement down here between Detroit and Max Power. Okay, that's a battle if ever I've seen one. Detroit putting in some work. 1-1-1 upgrades. Versus +2 attack from Max. So fairly even upgrades, I'd say, at this point. Sulky is pretty chill. Yeah, Sulky is on the team. No, dude, look. It is RJB, Savior Sword, Big Wan, and Max Power. And he's in the bottom left here. Against Wander, Gallons, Detroit, and Hamster Coaster. I think it's good teams. Look, nobody's dead at 13 minutes. I think these teams are good. I'm going to toss that out there. Good teams. Uh-oh, big old drop swinging in here. I think that's Savior Sword. Yeah, Savior Sword dropping in on Wander. Probes getting pulled. Storm getting a big amount of drones there. Defensive storms to try to deal with this, too. That's not even speed shuttles. He does clear it out, but I think Wander lost about 50 workers there, if I had to guess. That is really terrible. Trying to push in here on Big Wan still is Gallons. Detroit is here as well. Just kind of out of the range of siege tanks and just kind of making sure he can't get in. RJB calls out Guardians at 6, although actually it's a Mutabomb. Infested Terran attempt here, going after the command center. Can he burn it down enough to infest it? Yes, he infests RJB's command center, and RJB's forced to destroy it with the power of siege tanks. But then on the unload, Gallons shows up to Psystorm some SCVs that are already gone. Somehow the infested command center continues to live. Oh, never mind. It was building infested Terrans, but now it is gone. GG's, man. That was fan-friggin-tastic.
What the hell did they do to that command center?
Hamster, you monster. Really slowing RJB down here. I love that. 113 supply. Decent bank there. This is a great fastest map. Whew. He is okay with minerals for bank. And he still kept his SCVs alive because the storm drop timing was a little bit off there from Gallons. But I think Team Blue has overall more supply than Team Red does. Good Psystorms coming in from Gallons. Good Reavers from Savior Sword. Now the Guardians are crushing. He's got a couple of Valkyries, which is going to be able to kill all these Guardians who can't defend themselves. But also the Guardians are going to take out a lot of stuff before they all die. They're pre-splitting. Here from Hamster, more Valkyries joining the party. Armory is getting wiped out. You can't make any more Valkyries if you don't have an armory. Ooh, I think that might have been his only one. So no, he can't make more Valkyries, but he's got a good number of them anyway. Just trying to, you know, kill individual SCVs here. One at a time. As you do. Goliath's coming out. RJB was asking for anti-air, but I think he's providing most of it himself here. Veets, how is Spain this time of year? I bet it's lovely. I bet it's a wonderful, wonderful country. SCV's dying like crazy over this way. We are just having a tough go of it. Gallons, though, getting pushed by Big Wan. We have any D-Matrix maybe on these Corsairs? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. There's the DT. Ooh, DT's Desperation. Defensive DT's good scan, however. And they do take him out. Nicely done. So yeah, all the Guardians are dead. Corsairs join the party too from Savior Sword. Oh, but a huge storm. 31 kill High Templar up there from Wander. Gets a big storm drop off. There's one dude on minerals right now for RJB because he's so afraid of getting storm dropped again. Hamster says, thank you? I don't know why, but he said thanks. Scourge wiping out a bunch of those Corsairs. Nicely done. This is nuts, dude. Team Red looking okay. RJB's under 100 supply, so's Detroit. Not sure if Detroit's been dropped or if he just doesn't have enough workers to keep up. Seems possible either one of those things happened. But yeah, this is great. 20 minutes in, nobody's winning this 4v4. Hamster's maxed out, developing a pretty big bank. Savior Sword has a giant mineral bank. Not so good on gas, though. He's making things like Dragoons and Reavers and High Templar and Corsairs, and all of it's pretty gas heavy. Undoubtedly. Yeah, nobody's really making any inroads here east to west at all. Center has been contested for a good minute now. Team right side trying to get in and shut this thing down. Detroit's base is funny. He's, again, probably overmade cannons. No real protection from this bottom side, but that's like half his base didn't render. Like all this could probably be production as well. Sure could, Big Wan, or yes, sure could our guy Detroit. Ob's getting picked out of the sky here too. Team Blue making some good inroads to take the center here. Siege Tank, Dragoon, Valkyrie, a pretty good combination. The Lurkers may have overstayed their welcome. He's got Ultralisks, though. So the Ultras go charging in. Dark Swarm is helping. Okay, Dark Swarm, Lurker. Siege Tanks into the Dark Swarm. Reavers into the Dark Swarm. Another great Dark Swarm. Ultras are making some inroads themselves, though. Dude, Hamster undersells how good he is sometimes. This is a fantastic high-level move. I mean, problem is there are so many tanks and Reavers, it didn't exactly work all the way, but they don't have to work all the way, do they? They don't always have to work all the way. Nah, definitely not. Valkyries versus Corsairs. Valkyries win this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Valkyries win that one. Valkyries air to air against things like Wraiths and Corsairs. They win those battles. Those clouds of rockets, man. The AoE is so good. Better than the Corsair splash and better than the Wraith no splash. Alright, Jinx, sounds good, man. Enjoy the single-player campaign. It is a lot of fun, without a doubt. Scott says, is there any micro? Sometimes in fastest map, all you're doing is a round of macro, a move. Round of macro, a move. I'm pretty sure Detroit's doing that. Obviously, there's some micro here from the Zerg player Hamster. Gallons, there's going to be some micro from him from sure. Big Wan's using micro. So there's more micro than not micro happening in this game. Ah, these tank... Oh, what is that? Storm. Ooh, great storm there. Savior Sword keeping an eye on this little area. Going to storm stuff as it comes across. The siege tanks are going to do a ton of work on it as well. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous, and even possibly more ridiculous. Siege tank shots causing massive problems. Big old drop on top of max power, though. Hamster says, if we can take out my neighbor, that'll help me a lot. Pretty good probe pull. Out of max power, not bad. He has knocked down 176 supply, so maybe 25 drones died there, but nothing too bad. Trying to come in here with Zealots and DTs, and there's detection. As long as the Valkyries don't kill all of the Overlords, the DTs are getting wiped out before. Nice plague on the Valkyries, too. So the detection remains. DT is not going to do much in here. This is a pretty solid trenchant position for Hamster. He's taken out the Nexus and the secondary Nexus, and I think there might have been a third Nexus here, too, that he got. Either way, big problems. Another Dark Swarm. Zealots keep running in here and just dying. The Lurker Spines are tearing through them with 3-3 upgrades. Casual ACC might have just disconnected on us. He's an OBS, so that's okay. We're not going to worry about it. What's up, Mass? This was an exciting moment for you to disconnect. Oh, you're back. Well, no, he got dropped. All right, so Casual's gone. Thanks for being in the ops with us, so that was fun. And eventually, this should be cleared out, but it is eating a lot of Max Power's army. He's at 103 supply. He was maxed out. 100 supply of his has died trying to deal with this. Too many Dragoons, not enough Reaver, not enough Psystorm. And in a lot of situations, that's going to be pretty good in fastest map, but not when you're getting Dark Swarm, Lurker, Hydra. You're not. Okay, another Dark Swarm, another Plague, something here, Hamster. You've got energy on these Defilers. There, okay, Redark Swarms this position. He's consuming Overlords to throw down Plagues. And another Dark Swarm right here would be nice. He's consuming another Overlord to Dark Swarm, I guess. Yep. He's pushing up. Max Power is going to die to a Hydro Lurker drop with Defiler support. He's at 76 supply, still running down, trying to shut this thing down. He's got 3/3 upgrades of his own, but the Lurkers and the Hydra is causing major problems. D-Web does get used here. That's by Gallons. De-webbing some Reavers, but nobody's able to follow up on it because the Siege Tanks are covering them pretty effectively anyway. So eventually this drop should get shut down. AI, that's not a very good joke, Gemini. It doesn't even make any sense. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Ugh, still trying to make this thing happen. Like ironic humor or something. Nobody else is getting smashed at this point of the game. Everything looks totally fine otherwise. Wow. Huh, so Hamster wins. That's exciting. 11 kills, 12 kills, 19 kills, 14 kills, 12 kills. Somehow 6 kills. He goes up again. How's it going, Kale Foss? Happy Saturday, man. We are watching the death of Max Power in 4K. Reaver dropping. Mutas do shut it up. Wander says, RJB is pushing me with Siege Tanks. I could use some help. Yeah, I think Max Power is dead. Going to assist up there, maybe with some D-Web. Maybe the Mutas will get up there to assist. That would be nice. Alright, so they're de-webbing some more of the tanks here. Guardians getting fired up to help deal with the tanks as well, and the Guardians coming on down here too. The Valkyries are here to fight. The Corsairs are covering them. Devours and a couple Guardians here from Hamster, trying to save Wander as much as they can. You need a couple more gateways, save your sword. He's got 25,000 minerals and 8,000 gas. Yeah, spending that more effectively would be nice. Yeah, with Max Power's manpower, dude, these lurkers are still here. They're still here. That's a 23 kill lurker down there. That one has 18. And 10. This is nuts. This is absolutely insane stuff for Max Power. Having a bad time of it. What's up, Critter? It is a fastest map. It's a 27-minute fastest map. Max Power is basically dead. He is building a Nexus here in Big Wan's base to try to stay alive, but it's not looking good for him in his main at all. Looks like Wander did get the help he asked. He asked for. The past tense of asked is asked, apparently. That's all you gotta say. You don't have to preposition that at all. Wander freeing up some, getting rid of some probes to free up some supply because he's at 27,000, 16,000 in his bank. Seems like a fine move to me. Protoss continuing to push up the left side into Big Wan. This is one heck of a battle, folks. My goodness. My goodness and my gracious. All right, D-Web covering the missile turrets so a recall can get in here. Valkyrie's going to try to shut down these Arbiters. They don't kill Arbiters very quickly. The recall happens. The second recall maybe would be cool. Yeah, good Storm, good SCV pull from RJB. He has knocked down 166 supply, though. More Storms got to be available here. Yeah, I mean, storm the tanks. Storm the SCVs as they come back. No, they're not coming back, though. Ugh. Go chase them over here. At some point, you can kind of chase them, but no, all the High Templar are dead. He's still... he's still got his little... 22 kills on a lurker! They are killing cannons. They are killing entire gateways. They're doing insane stuff. No, the long ones are more fun, Critter. The short stuff, like if FMEs were all 5 minutes long because some team won super fast, I wouldn't do them as much because that's boring. Give me the chaos. Give me the 30-minute Sn0w plays. It's something, you know, something that gets to an hour and a half to 2 hours long is something I don't want to do as much. But, you know, 30 minutes, that's a sweet spot. Kael'thas. Okay, finally, 24 kill lurker is gonna die. Well, Valkyries can't do anything about him, so no. I love how Hamster sends one Ultralisk over here. And I guess some Hydras too. That's nice. Science Vessel could irradiate the Ultralisk. Tanks come down here to try to save the day. He's rebuilding his main. Got cracklings over here too. 3-3 on those guys. That's the one, Starboy. Critter, RJB's up here too as Flash Drive. So, I mean, it's Team RJB versus Team Hamster. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, he's trying to... Max Power trying to retake this base when he really has no ability to defend it at all. And he loses another Nexus. He's got 3 Nexuses up here. For some reason, I don't quite fully understand. Looks like Gallons is trying to push on in here to RJB, but he's got a lot of tanks in really tight spaces. It's gonna be tough. Wander says hello. I don't know who he's saying hello to exactly. Yeah, man. 2x fastest map. That would be fun. We should probably do that more often, honestly. Yeah, teams are what matters. Is he setting up for another? He is. The Valkyries are in position. He's like, you're de-webbing my missile turrets again. Cover me, Wander. Yeah, so Wander's here. Oh, Big Wan's here. The Valkyrie. Oh, the stasis on the Valks, and then the follow-up with the recalls and the reavers and the death noises. Oh, that was so well executed. That was very fun by Wander and Big Wan together, trying to take down RJB. Woo! All right, tanks come in and clear everybody out. High Templar's got 3 storms on him. He might actually use them all before he dies, too. Come on, man. Come on. Nope. All right. Did your best. Meanwhile, Gallons gets recalled on by Savior Sword with nothing but Reavers. Oh, boy. By time. Stasis the Reavers. Bwomp. Bwomp. No bwomps. Just providing cloak, I guess. That's totally fine. That attack's not going well. Trying to Dark Swarm Hydra Plague into Mass Siege Tank is not great. If you're Hamster, that's okay. Max Powers, we're trying to rebuild here in Big Wan's base, but he's knocked out of it. There's the stasis. And the remaining units here from Savior Sword get wiped out. So, couple things die here. Not the end of the world. What is up here? Couple Corsairs hanging out above RJB's base. RJB maxed out again. Only a 3,800, 8,000 mineral bank. Dude, there we go. A little Protoss support into Big Wan's base. And suddenly Big Wan's getting overrun here, folks. 29,000, 9,000 is his bank. 141 supply. His production's getting jumped on immediately. Yeah, Gallons needs more gates. I think more gates from Savior Sword would be nice too, but you know how he likes his Reavers and his Carriers and stuff. Can't argue with it. Tries to get in here and get an irradiate off on Hamster's workers, but they got plagued and then Spores handled them, so I think Hamster's okay with 30,000, 14,000 in his bank. It's not unlimited, Gerald, but it will mine out in about 16 hours. Constant mining. So, effectively unlimited, yes. You're never going to see it run out in a regular game. I believe Savior Sword tested it for us once, and it was about 16 hours of non-stop mining. With like 80 workers, too. Yeah, this mineral patch here. This is actually like 18 different mineral patches of 60,000 minerals each. So it takes a while to get through. But if Big Wan's getting smooshed and Max is dead, that turns it into a 2v4. And I know RJB is on one of these teams, but he can only do so much. He doesn't have the kind of bank to hang with these guys either. And I think, dude, RJB lagging out today. Very weird, man. Hey, what's up? Yellow Blady's back. Fastest map for team battle. You are not wrong, sir. The chaos is real. And I think Team Blue might be tapping out. Savior Sword is a never surrender kind of guy. RJB's got a little bit of that in him, too. Poor Big Wan. He's just getting hit by Detroit and Gallons and Hamster. Like, I don't care who you are. Getting hit by 3 different players and one of them is Hamster, you're probably a dead nerd. What's your BattleNet name, Yellow Blade? Is it Yellow Blade? That would be nice, but so few people have consistent name usage over different platforms. For obvious reasons, but also nice plague on the buildings. Very intentional plague over here, too. That's nice. Savior Sword actually says GG, but again, doesn't actually GG. He's trying to build Manor Nexuses inside RJB's base. What is this? This is a wander move. That's funny. Alright, Big Wan's out of it. Savior Sword says GG. Says GG again and leaves the game. And Team Hamster pulls it off. RJB taps out too. Nicely done. Team Wander, Gallons, Detroit, and Hamster. GG's. That was amazing. What a great win there. Good teamwork. Excellent job by Hamster as always, leading the charge. Wander and Gallons really solid. Detroit really solid too. It helped he was in a position that he was pretty well protected by his teammates. He wasn't on the edge where getting dropped was a constant threat, so that helps immensely as well. Albrand is very antsy here. Albrand, I think, said he picked the wrong team, but then he gets paid out anyway because he picked the wrong team, and it happened to be the right team. That's awesome. Gonna be live for one more fastest map, Gerald. And then I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for the Sunday stream. So we're here 5 days a week. Monday, or Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Look at Hamster out here, man. Unit structures and resources. Outproduced everybody. Zerg, it's helpful, but it was a lot of lurkers and hiders and stuff, man. It wasn't a tunnelings. Second place, Big Wan. He's Structures raised. Hamster killing all of Max Power's base helps with that. And resources here. Hamster mining like a madman. Spending pretty effectively too. Savior Sword. Big Wan in second place. Savior Sword in third. And then Gallons in fourth. GG's. Sounds good, Critter. Yeah, we hit our support goal for the day by about 8,000 times. It's like 800x what the support goal needs to be to get a fast or a free for all. So, Max Power says Falcon and then doesn't say anything. Nope. FME. Nope. FFA now. Sounds good. We'll be back tomorrow with live games and Monday with live games. Okay? So, I mean, if you can't get into a live games one day, come back tomorrow. We're going to do it again. All right? All right. What FFA map have we not done recently? I haven't done Micro Twist. We could do Crazy Critters. Ooh, we got Falcon Mall. I don't know about Falcon Mall. It's a big map. Magnabellum is too big, too. I'm trying to keep this to an hour so that we could actually get the Deus Ex streaming. Primeval Isle. Thanks, Smelly Feet. It's my Andor shirt. Good old Andor. Gotta love the Andor. That could be interesting. Alright, we'll go Crazy Critters fastest map. We will do it. We will do it now. Alright, Savior Sword was waiting for it. Hops right on in. Yeah, no, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yellow Blade makes it in. Good. I like to see new blood. No, it is. Okay, Savior Sword. Freaking spam, 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 spam. I always do that. Because the critters aren't use map settings. The critters are just NPC critters that are put on the map. That's what they are. Well, Critter's definitely in. Unless he doesn't want to be in? Ah! Where did Yellow Blade needs to get in here too. Where are we booting here? Savior Swords. He's in every game. He can afford to sit for something. Does Critter says OBS. Okay. We've done that, Gerald. We've done all Terran free-for-alls before, all Zerg free-for-alls before that can only make... Where they can only make Guardians, which is kind of fun. I mean, Savior Sword definitely wants to play, so we'll put you in over Gallons then. There is one on Sunday. There's always one on Sunday. We've been doing the Sunday live stream stuff since, like, 2018, man. We did lose Savior Sword. What the heck? 32A's in here. Happy's in here. Alright, catch you later, Savior Sword. We've got one spot available if somebody wants to play. We've got 3 dudes and obs who doesn't want it. So come join the matches on US West Battle.net. Password is SOCK. Somewhere in here. Hey, what's up, Aki? Happiest of Saturdays to you. Gallons hops in, hops out, hops in, hops out. Ah, hold on a second. I think I found the link I was looking for. Yeah, here you go. So this is a Guardians only free-for-all that we did about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. Yeah, Gerald, you can join from Asia. We've got people popping in from Europe, South America, Asia. It's fine. If you want to hop in, you're definitely welcome to. And yeah, Brazil's in South America. I think we covered that. I don't know if Gerald's trying to join in though. Gerald, you trying to get in? I'm saving you a spot if you want it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no. All right, let's go. GLHF. Ba-da-ba-bow. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-dum-boom. Phew. All right. All the critters are here, everyone. We've done it. It is Crazy Critters 8-player map as made by Savior Sword. Not teams. It's a free-for-all because we hit our donation goal for the day, which is generally about 30 bucks a day, but also Ultra SCBW exists and also Hashim exists, so we crushed it. Big Crazy just leaves.
My child, and embrace the glory that is your birthright. Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
What's up, Just Capture? Thank you for the follow. Need about 66 more to get to 3,600, so appreciate it. Everyone matters. Propovedinka is back too. What's up, Propovedinka? All right. We got Marsara guy playing Terran. We have Gallons down here also playing Terran. Yellowblade, newcomer to the stream to play with us today. It's Yellowblade, also Terran. We've got a Magenta Protoss on the right side, 32A master of fastest maps, and also free-for-alls. We've got Wander over here playing Protoss. Another Terran is happy. And then a pink Protoss is max power. Zerg is actually pretty good on this. Just because you don't need as much real estate for tech structures or unit producing structures as other races do. So I'm surprised we don't have a Zerg in here. Big Crazy did come in as Zerg, but then he left. Because I don't think he knew what he was getting into. Oh. His keyboard died. Dang it, Big Crazy, that sucked. Do you want to remake? We'll remake if you want to do this, Big Crazy. We're 1 minute into this thing. It's not like anything's happened yet. You want to come back in? I'll remake it for you. He says no. All right. It'd be nice to have a Zerg in here, though. It's all Protoss and Terran without you. Sad face. 32A manages to get a Nexus down here. That's huge. And can take a base here, too. Okay, Big Crazy says, let's go. Sorry, everyone. We're restarting because Big Crazy needs to get back in. What's up, Moonray Terran? I mean, we don't have a spot for you now, but if Big Crazy, go and take it. So, boop, 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 boop. It's always fun how many people we get wanting to play after we start the game. Big Crazy lost his keyboard, so we're remaking Happy. What's up, Ozzy da Hockey? Shout. Ozzy. Bam, check him out. Give him a follow on Twitch. Do the thing. Catch you later, Critter. See you tomorrow on the Sunday stream. I don't think so. Okay. Gallons, 32A, Big Crazy, Wander, Happy Marsara Guy, Max Power, Yellow Blade. Let's go. Happy's like, I was able to get buildings down. It was amazing, and then it was over. Yes. Sometimes that happens. Life is unfair. At times. Okay, let's try this again. Left side, Terran player Marsara Guy. Next door, Terran player Gallons. Protoss, 32A. Zerg, bottom left, Big Crazy. Ooh, same spawn location. Bottom right side, Pink Protoss is max power. We got a red Terran here, Happy. Another Zerg player, Wander. He spawns in his Zerg too. And then Yellow Blade is cosplaying a Savior Sword this time with the green Protoss. Gonna get a water refill. Gonna step away for a minute. Yeah, we'll do a Monday stream just for you, Critter. You got it, man. Mother-in-law's birthday. Wait, you're divorced. Are you celebrating your mother-in-law's birthday? I forgot you have a better relationship with your ex than I do with mine. But still. Man. I'd still push back about celebrating my ex-mother-in-law's birthday. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Moonray, this is the last game of the day, but I'll be back tomorrow with the Sunday stream in about 16 hours. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is gonna be nuts. Alright, here we go. Looks like we've got a battle for the center here between Max Power and 32A. They're both trying to cannon it up here, and it's going to be hard for either of them. Ooh, he wins the cannon rush, though. It's going to be hard for either of them to take the center for the time being, though. Onion rings and macaroni sounds like a delicious dinner, Magic Man. That sounds awesome. I kind of want onion rings and macaroni for dinner. So he wins the cannon battle, but he still can't take the center. So that's annoying. Ooh, Big Crazy manages to get this second base down here. That's nice. That is awesome. There are not many of these. There are 3 places to expand on this map other than your own... Well, it's not even expanding. 3 places to expand on this map. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and center. Big Crazy has Mutas out again. Does he already have a Spire? No, but he's working on it. Nope, that's a den. Hamster tricked me. Darn it. Look at this little critter setup up here. Not enough room for them, so they are constantly moving. Vulture's pretty good at killing critters. Marsara guy doing his best over there. Yeah? What does Kakaro mean in Japanese? Got a prediction rolling. Who dies first? Terran, Zerg, or Protoss? The Zergs are Big Crazy and Wander. Pretty strong players. The Terrans here are Marsaragai, Gallons, Yellowblade? Nope. Happy. And then the Protosses are 32A, Yellowblade, and Max Power. So it's a pretty good split here. I like the racial distribution in this game. Kakaro means the start of some job or task. Very cool. We learned something about Kakaru today. 32A coming down to hit Big Crazy. Uh-oh. Hydra is a little bit late. They don't have the speed upgrade yet. The Hydra Den just finished, so that makes sense. With a little bit of Hydra support, they should be able to clear out these Zealots. The drone's fighting too. And the Zealot gets away. No, with 6 hit points, he gets away. Going to try to push here into Max Power's base, but he's going to run into a cannon, assuming the critters let him get in here at all, because the critter madness is critter madness. Yes, it's organic. I did. What an incredible series that was. I gotta say, Game 3 was one of the greatest back and forth PvZs I've ever seen. I'm impressed that Sn0w came out on top there, because there were several times I thought Sulky had it. And then for Sulky to follow that game up with Game 4 on Death Valley, where he goes 5 pool into macro build just to get the Lings out to lock Sn0w into his side of the map. Just ridiculous high-level stuff that I think every Protoss is going to have to watch out for from now on. I mean, and then for Sn0w to go for a cannon rush in Game 7, like, the guts on that guy, the balls on that man, to go for a cannon rush against Sulky in Game 7 and then have it fail, but turn into a 20-minute game anyway, is just insane. Absolutely insane. What a series. Yeah. 2 gate in the middle of the map opening into a 30-minute PvZ, SF Tune. Exactly. Yeah, it was nice to see Sn0w get close. What's got to be super annoying for Sn0w fans, too, is that RJB posted in the Brood War server today that there was another major tournament that they competed in. Uh-oh, Yellowblade's getting hit by Mutas from Wander all of a sudden. And he GG's out. Okay, the Mutas showed up and Yellowblade is gone. Yeah, new players get targeted more often than anything else in these free-for-alls, unfortunately, but that is what they have to do, I'm afraid. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, there was another tournament that they played in today, and Sn0w 4-0'd Sulky in it. Just like, Sn0w can beat Sulky in a best-of-7, but when it's an ASL, Sulky just goes up another level. It's red. Red is nuking. Oh boy. Oh, here it is. There's the guy above the chat, and Max having a really bad day, but he doesn't know it yet. Ugh. Oh. Okay, Max Power is down to 22 supply. Brutal. Brutal stuff there. Let's do a Who Dies Next prediction. Looks like 32A does manage to clear out the cannons here and take the center base for a second of his own. The critter clearing by Marsara guy is actually pretty great. I think he's almost killed every critter in his base except for this guy. 1, maybe 2, 3 critters left, but he's got a ton of space to build stuff now, which is awesome. Way to go, Max Power. Siege tanks on the high ground over here from Happy 2, really bullying the heck out of Max Power, unfortunately.
Nuclear launch detected.
And he's going to follow it up with another nuke, pretty much the same place it was last time, right on the center of this here Nexus. So Max Power has enough money to build a new Nexus. He's going to need it. Ow. I would argue that Best definitely has a chance to beat Sulky, especially now that Sulky was forced to show some of his builds. Because Sulky didn't have a PVZ in ASL 19 until he met up with Sn0w, so all of his builds were hiding. He didn't have to show anything. But now that Best can analyze the Sulky versus Sn0w series, he'll have a better idea of what to expect, especially on Death Valley if they end up playing there, right? So I think Best has a good chance. I certainly do. He's playing extremely well. D-Matrix Siege Tank drop with D-Matrix dropship. Sick stuff out of Happy. It's a... yeah, it's a free-for-all Yellow Blade. The critters are annoying. I hear ya. You just basically have to kill the critters while also trying to build your buildings as well. Max Power was like, I wanted a long game. You're not out of it yet, man. Not done yet, sir. PvP finals would have been amazing, certainly. A Protoss win in ASL, first time in 3 years? How long's it been? It's been such a long time. Happy says, nukes are late game. I mean, they're as tier 3 as you can get. That is true. As tier 3 as humanly possible. .32A clearing the critters out of the middle while holding middle, which has 2 gas on it, which is excellent. So 32A's got a pretty big advantage right now. Max Power is angry. Marsara guy is just killing every critter he ever comes across here. He's still got 1 in his base. So Radeon up there. And Marsara guy trying to maybe take this 12 o'clocker. Or trying to expand on Wander's main second bit. Wait, what? He's trying to expand over on Yellow Blade's base, but it's a little late for that, I'm afraid. Max Power says, I wish it was island mode. Yeah, an island map. Protoss is going to be better at it. You're probably still going to get nuke dropped in that situation, though. Another nuke on Max Power, and he's out. He is out. Another Protoss death. All right, it is time to say who's going to win this thing. Because we've got 5 players left. Let's go Marsara guy, who's blue. Let's go Gallons, who's yellow. Big Crazy is brown. Wander is tan, and Happy is red. Oops, Gallons tapped out. So don't pick Gallons, anyone. I guess Morsara guy showed up and he died? What happened to Gallons? Welcome back, YH. I don't know what happened to Gallons. Gallons died. That's what happened to Gallons. Okay. 32A is making a push on Big Crazy here, too. He's got Hydra Lurker against Dragoon Archon High Templar. Should be fine. I don't think Big Crazy is going to die to this. Problem is, it's 2 base to 2 base against the Protoss, and that is not very ideal. The faster that Marsarakai can start hitting the center here, the better it's going to be for Big Crazy. Happy's on 2 bases after building on Max Power's base. We've got Guardians pushing on 32A. Okay. Happy is just super lucky because the Guardians didn't come for him because he would have died to the Guardians. FFA has so much RNG. So much RNG. You're thinking Zerg's going to win Yellow Blade? Maybe. Maybe they will. I don't know. This is looking pretty bad for 32A. Get knocked off of 2 bases immediately. Big Crazy's like, I don't know where all the pressure went, but cool. Find this acceptable. Dragoon's trying to chase the Guardians away. A little bit of Storm would help too. I'm not sure there's any High Templar in this army for 32A, unfortunately. Max Power is salty about getting killed by Happy here. Understandable. When you die in a free-for-all, you get angry about it, usually. But you have to understand, everybody dies in a free-for-all except for one person. 'Tis the nature of the mode, is what it is. Yeah, it's basically a zoo map, Calvin.
RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game.
I think 32A might be dead. He was just not ready for a Guardian army. This is some of the most effective Guardian play we've ever seen in just a free-for-all. 10 kills on this Guardian. 5 kills on that one. 5 kills there. 6 kills there. 32A getting knocked out of it. Hey, what's up, Alexander Velasquez? Welcome back. Bam. 32A. GG's. Wow. He says he's dead. Then he says, all right, GG, guys. And he leaves the game. 32A, a heavy favorite to win this. Zerg has that nice advantage where you don't have to have a bunch of barracks or gateways. And Wander took advantage of that to tick up faster than most people did. I mean, Happy managed to get nukes out pretty fast, so whatever. Wander and Happy are friends. That's why. Marsara guy is just casually not really doing a lot. He's taking a second base. He takes the third base down here. At where Gallons was. Oh, man. Dude, I cannot believe that Happy is not being attacked by anybody in this game. I'm an 90s alt-rock kind of guy, YH, you know that. I'm stuck in 1998 with my listening setup. And I just mostly listen to podcasts anyway. Not a big music person. Goat! Goat's in the house. How's it going, Goat? Happy Saturday, sir. And he goes for Marsara guy. Absolutely insane. What's up, Gallons? Valkyries, go! Hang on. The Mutas are kind of beating the Valkyries, though. Please hold. +2 attack. 0-0 versus +2. Okay. Wow. Dude, Wander shows up and everybody just GG's. Wow. Yeah, Goat, we're doing great. Ultra got us to level 9 on Hype Train today. Bjorn Buttinger was in here kicking butt. We had, I mean, it's just been non-stop. SF Tune sub with Prime. Super chats from YH. Super chats from some Korean viewer we've never seen before. Footballero had a big donation at PayPal. I mean, Hashim was going nuts, obviously. Obviously, he was going nuts. Tipo donated $5 and resubbed with tier 1. Freaking Ultra gifted like 50 subs today and resubbed with tier 3 today, which is just mind-blowing. And Bovine re-upped his membership and resubbed at tier 1. I mean, it just was non-stop for like the first 3 hours of the stream, and it's calmed down. It's calmed down since then. We've been doing StarCraft since then, but wow. SS1 Mega says, if you kill Happy, it turns into a crazy ZVZ with Hive Tech. That does sound fun. Happy's building over here. He's like, oh, there are some resources at Marsara Guy's base. Let's take some of that. Wander's expanding up here to where Marsara Guy started. And takes the 12 o'clock as well. Yeah, Hashim is a legend. Yeah, we hit... I'm not sure if you can read that, but we hit 115% on our weekly goal for YouTube and 221% on our Twitch goal for the week. So it's absolutely insane. Insanity here. Big Crazy's going to try to take the center, but I don't know if he has... I don't know, man. Wait, are Happy and Wander... Don't nuke me, says Wander. Are they going to share this base? Yeah, it looks like Happy and Wander are going to share this main base. Well, Big Crazy comes over here on 32A's main. The last vestiges of 32A are going away now. We will remember you forever, 32A. And the day the Guardians came and took you away from us. What's up, Toma? I don't think that's a Spawn Broodling on... Spawn Broodling? Does anybody have queens? Oh, there is a queen. Yeah, well, I guess it was. It doesn't have any kills, though, so no, I don't think there was a Spawn Broodling here from Wander. At least not on this queen. Maybe there was another queen that did it? Can't imagine he's investing in that many queens. There's not one here. None of them have any kills, so I don't think so. I don't think we've seen a spawn broodling on a critter. It seems like a complete waste of energy. Guardians push in. Yep. The Guardians are coming for him. Alright, they're coming down. Muta's gonna dive on that thing. This is looking bad for Big Crazy. He doesn't really have much but Mass Hydra to deal with a Mass Mutalisk with +3/+1 upgrades. Guardian similar upgrades. The Hydras are at 3-2. Hydra's doing alright. Man, the fact that the Mutas stack and the Glaveworn bounce on a Dark Swarm, though. Clutch Dark Swarm. Nicely done. That'll handle it. But then the Lings roll in to the Dark Swarm. Oh, clutch Lings. Plague gets tossed down, but the Lings are eating the Hydras inside the Dark Swarm. They have to leave the safety of the Dark Swarm in order to kill the Lings, but then that means the Guardians get extra hits. The Center's gonna die. This is a great engagement from Wander for crazy, crazy Hive Tech ZVZ, man. Plagues are good, but if there aren't any Hydras to take advantage of it, I'm not sure it really matters here. Spawn Broodling on a couple of the Hydralisks. They're the biggest target. I guess one Mutalisk on this Guardian Ball would do pretty well. They're getting targeted, I think, by the Hydras anyway. Yep, there you go. Okay, the Plague does finally work there for Big Crazy. And he's going to swell on out here. 98 to 150 supply in favor of Wander. Center base dies, but is able to take it back. Wander and happy in something of a gentleman's agreement still. Yeah, Pile Carry, that would be insane. Yeah, I'm glad that is not the case. Lings from Wander rolling on into this left side base of Big Crazy. The Ling upgrades are 3-0 for Big Crazy and 2-2 for Wander. Saves the hatch. About 50% of the HP is knocked off of that thing. Not the end of the world. The Guardians are back from Wander. He's got a better bank than Big Crazy does. Big Crazy is kind of running out of cash. Understandably so. This center base was everything for him, and it is just not working. Not working right now. Brings Overlords with him to wipe out the Lurkers. The Hydra's trying to fight. They get outranged. They get hit so hard. An Ensnare on a group of Hydras would be pretty good, too. He's just tossing down Spawn Broodlings on the Hydras instead. The Lurkers do get wiped out. Happy's at 160 supply with a fairly decent bank here. You're just letting the Zerg players fight this to the death, which is one way to do things. But I think Big Crazy might just be running out of steam here. He just didn't have enough bases to hold. And he did take out Wander's base up here, but that's a depleted geyser. That's a depleted geyser. And there's exactly 144 minerals on this mineral patch under that Overlord. So that's not even worth it either. That is not worth expanding to whatsoever. Nice Plague-oo again. Really nice Plague-oo there. The Guardians are engaging regardless, though. Mutas did dive in there to take out this space of Big Crazies. There's only 3 mineral patches there, but that represents like most of the income that he has available to him because the center is gone. So, yeah, I think the end of Big Crazy is coming in soon. Big Crazy's trying to hit this 12 o'clock base of Wanders, but he's outnumbered pretty horrifically. He's down to 56 supply to 142. Happy says, I shall remain neutral until Wander wants to come kill me. Because that's gonna happen. Wander's got siege tanks, ghosts, and a billion science vessels with about something like 6 Valkyries with 2-1 upgrades. Okay. We can do one tomorrow. Max power. I gotta wrap this stream up and gotta do some Deus Ex after this, so all is well. Max will be just fine. Okay, center represents like 80,000% of the available income on this map. I guess this is still looking pretty good for Wander, but still. Somebody taking it would be a big friggin' deal. Defiler is on a mission? No, just kind of hanging out, I guess. That's fine too. You can be hanging out. Acceptable. Max power, if you want. At the end of this game, I'll create a lobby with... Oh, you should have it. You're in there. Just go into your downloads folder. Go to your replay... Go to your maps folder and choose downloads, and Steal the Bacon will be in there for you. You automatically download the map. Nice plague on those mutas when you join the lobby. So you should be able to do that. Yeah, Big Crazy, 16 supply, 15 supply. The last of his army is here, getting spawn broodlinged, and 13 supply. 3 hiders and a lurker and a dream here from Big Crazy. He appears to be dead. 3-2 mutas, man. When do you see these upgrades on mutalisks? Especially in a ZVZ. Just absolutely never. GG, Big Crazy's out. Wander. Happy's maxed out. Can you break me? No, says Wander. But you may nuke me. Tanks, bunkers, Valkyries, 100 science vessels, turrets everywhere. I don't know that Wander needs to take the center, but he should. I would say he should take the center. Yeah, Muta's no good. Guardians, yes. Split out some Guardians. Start pushing. Make the Terran use his Irradiates on each individual Guardian. You know. You know the drill. D-Matrix Science Vessel attack for the win. Is he gonna... just like... super boxer maneuver attack. Gets a ghost down here. It gets D-Matrix, and boxer maneuvering to get rid of the Mutalisks to cover the ghost is awesome. And then the nuke gets off. He's hiding behind the trees, too. The Irradiates are... okay, they got the ghost. The boxer maneuver irradiation is great, but he shut that down. Scourge chasing the D-Matrix Science Vessels. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen. You're probably not going to accomplish much there. Devourer either. Ow, okay, let's not get dragged in here. Let's not get dragged in here. Yellowblade says a 4v4. We've done that. We do 4v4s quite a bit. Big Game Hunters, all your base, fastest map 4v4s. It's a lot of fun. Big Crazy's upset that Wander's gonna win because Wander killed him. Tale as old as time. D-Matrixed Valkyries. D-Matrixed Irradiated Valkyries. Sure, okay. This is fine. Well, you can't even tell what's going on. It's like attacking stuff, and it's just this big cloud of blue and orangish, yellowish, greenish here. Happy does the craziest stuff, man. What's up, Alcoholic Flo? Welcome back. Good to see ya. Draco having a good time. Thanks for the gifted subs yesterday, Draco. That was awesome. Big reason we're at 200% plus on our Twitch goal for the week. Bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers stuff. What's up, OKG? You're back too. Good to see ya. Round 2. Radiated D-Matrixed Valkyries for the win. Scourge doing pretty well against this, but they have to get through extra damage and extra defense too. And then the Mutas, okay. The Mutas kind of fly right on by. They don't want anything to do with this foolishness, this tomfoolery. And the Valkyries go back home. What is Wander even trying to set up here? Anything? He's taken center. The mass ghost play of Happy is ready to rock. How many nuke silos does he have? Like one? I think he's got one. Did you know ghosts and bunkers can hit guardians? Yeah, SF Tune it is, but also it's super amateur. As opposed to BSL, which is also kind of amateur. Sort of. Cloaked Ghost Army doing some work here. In the center that Wander's trying to saturate, but the ghosts are all here, Wander. Buddy. Yeah, Scourge and Lings can't handle this. Not in these numbers. This is shutting it down, man. Yeah, this is Crazy Critters 8-player map version made by Savior Sword. Mutas are much better here than anything else. I mean, you need more Mutalisks, but still. Dude, is Happy just gonna win this thing? He's been allowed to sit here and kind of make the perfect anti-Zerg comp. And it's sort of amazing. Cracklings are getting on top of the ghosts, though, and they outnumber them pretty heftily, and there you go. Okay, clears it out. And a radiate on a single crackling is very funny. Happy down to 170 supply. Wander's at 113. Similar banks, actually. About 1,200 minerals each, about 700 gas each. That's interesting and weird, man. Wander says, I'll call a GG. Aww. That's not exciting. Alright. Well, you know, Wander does not have a ton of cash. His center base is kind of getting shut down. I'll say that's a legitimate happy win. I'll give that a happy win. That sounds fine. GG, man. Anybody pick Happy here? No, not a single person did. But also nobody picked Wander either. So it doesn't really matter who I pick. Nobody gets any winnings. GG's, though. Happy gets the win. Wander let him live, and that cost him the game. Hate it when that happens. Outproducing everybody by 2-to-1 margin or more was Wander. Out killing everybody too, except for Big Crazy. Good showing there by Big Crazy. Wander killed the most buildings. Resources. Wander, happy. Big Crazy, looking good. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. Again, super thanks to everybody who supported the stream today. I just went through who everybody was on the support, but as always, super massive thanks to Hashim for his massive super chat support today, and Ultra SCBW for his incredible Twitch support with gifted subs all over the place. And everybody else, SF Toon, resubbing in here. We got super chats from YH, Tipo tipped. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on today. Bjorn was here. Bovine Slime was here. Crazy stuff. So let's go check out let's go check out Cross. So YouTubers, there's your Cross link. And then Twitchers, here's your Cross raid. There it is. All right, good stuff. Thanks. Love you all. We'll be back here on Twitch in like 45 minutes with Deus Ex Human Revolution. If you want to hang out and do that with me, it's very fun. And then tomorrow, the Sunday stream. So check that out. We'll be back then. Thanks again for all the support. It was a crazy successful week. Again, thanks to everybody who supports in any way you can. Clicking the like button, subscribing, following, sharing, whatever you got to do, man. Every kind of support matters immensely, and I love you all for it. I can't believe it was such a great week, and we will see you tomorrow, or maybe later today. All right, love you all. Bye. Say hi to Cross for me.